Hey, yo. What's up, bro?
Bing bong. Fuck your life.
What's going on, bro?
Nothing much. We're on Friday. Missed a few weeks of streaming due to life happens, unfortunately.
You mean the
Little
podcast?
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, 2 weeks ago? What, the fucking storms fucked the
The
router up or
router.
something?
Bro, no. Okay. Actually, I feel like we could talk about that because that's actually super rare. No, but the actual router got burnt out. Yeah.
You mind if I pour up?
Completely fried.
Mind if I
I
do?
wonder.
Mind if I do my thing?
Mom, Papa, drink real quick. Hashtag not sponsored yet. There's always the opportunity.
We keep it light.
Yeah, could you imagine being sponsored by Henny? That'd be actually dope as fuck.
That'd be sick.
All right, now you're doing Henny and Pepsi.
Just to mix
I
it
can see how
up.
that'd be good.
That's what I got.
I can see how that would actually be good.
Yeah,
I'm not hating on it. I just didn't remember you doing that before.
Henny and dark soda is always a classic. I just started using lemonade because I was like randomly just tried it one day and I was like, wow, this is fucking amazing actually.
Actually, it's pretty good. I was just making sure the audios were good. I don't know if you could hear it. So but we sound good.
Yeah, I haven't even tested it on my end yet recently.
I've actually been thirsty as shit too. So
Yeah, I'm super thirsty. I need to get hydrated.
hey, but I'm actually drinking something like this for hydration, dude. Drinking something because this is goddamn Friday night America and
Yeah, so
drinking moist.
well, you had router issues, and then the last weekend, so the following week, I had to go out of town for some personal issues. So yeah, it kind of sucks that we missed a couple weeks, but we're back and we're better. So
There was a gap of postings, unfortunately. So now all the rest are, even though they've been up on tubes, now they're up on the actual podcasting supported
Yeah, I
channels
saw
that we
that.
have on our website. So that was actually kind of like not like oh my god, that good thing we waited, but it was good timing in the sense that I published them all before our cycle went through. So,
I was getting the emails
before the
coming
new
through.
cycle.
Yeah, so you were talking about before we just went live your Astro pieces. So for anybody that
Yeah, trying
doesn't
to get new
know,
ones.
if you get Astro, so we have different ones. I have A40s, you have A50s. So really, the only difference between the two is his are wireless, mine aren't.
But also, this one you can't take the mic out, which is dumb.
Well, this is
Honestly,
just
that's
a
the one
newer.
thing I don't like about this one.
No, I think that's just because I have the newer generation.
Oh, really?
I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think on the
No,
new.
because like, these aren't even taken. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I guess I don't
think
know.
on the
They
new
are like 2
A50s,
years
yeah.
old, so
Yeah, because these are. I've had these in less than a year. But so yeah, I can replace these plates. Originally, they were just like black and red plates, and I ordered these like custom ones, which are pretty
yeah,
sick.
those are kind of shit. Honestly,
And
yeah,
then, obviously, for you guys that don't know, this is just a magnet piece too. The actual ear like cushion, it just can just snap it right in. So it makes it really easy for replacing parts and maintaining them for like long term use because they're fucking expensive. These are like 250, I think, for the A40s. I think A50s are like 300.
yeah. We're just getting them around, Black Friday sales. That's what I did, and I got mine like $100. Like anything electronic, if you're intelligent.
Yeah. Me personally, I actually would prefer not to have wireless for a gaming headset. I used to love it because I could get up and move around. I wouldn't have to take my headset off. People were talking to me. I could still talk to them. But like as the years went on, I got so tired of having to charge up. Like it was an extra thing to remember to charge because I already have a wireless. What is this? A G703 mouse. I have a wireless G915 TKO Logitech keyboard. So I usually keep the keyboard plugged in, but the mouse, obviously, I play FPSs, so I usually unplug it and remember to, like, I still have to remember to charge. Dude, this shit lasts for like fucking 2 weeks, probably, maybe even longer, and I game hours a day without having to fucking charge it, so it's pretty clutch. But the headset, though, going back to that, is that it lasts maybe one night of gaming, like one full, like if I game for like 6-8 hours, like when I was streaming and shit, they would die before I was done playing.
That's my same. Also, that's actually mine too. Because like when I get off at or I get off for work at like 2:30, I get on about 3:30. I have to plug them in around 11. Like mine don't even last a whole day. Like around 11 o'clock, if mine are like my headset, if I'm still playing that long and I like didn't really stop, besides like minor stops,
Yeah.
my headset's starting, the battery's starting to decay, and I gotta plug it in, otherwise it'll die on me.
Yeah, I think that was the main reason why I got away from those. These
It
new
might be just
generations
because it's
are
older too. Because the new generation, I was just looking at it out of curiosity. It says 15-hour, which
Yeah.
isn't uncommon. Because like my Beats, which I don't listen to Beats for 10 hours straight, but those do have lifetimes where you could literally don't have to charge for like a week if
Yeah,
you're
you're not
using
the
them.
same. I got them in the same deal you did on Amazon, the
No,
same
no.
ones, and I use them for the gym. I maybe charge them like once a week. I only use them in the gym
So
though.
much more
But
flexibility with stuff like that though.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's not like
wireless
this where
though.
you and I play literally like at least 6 hours a day on gaming. So you're
Yeah,
running these constantly, putting stress on them.
I'm running those
Probably
for
should
like
just get a
an
new pair.
hour, hour and a half max, like 5 days a
I,
week, and like it lasts all of that time. Maybe I charge them like once a week and plug them in to
so
charge.
originally we were talking about like obviously the reason we brought this up was because I will actually I want to replace these
Yeah,
because mine are
the
old.
cushions.
I've had these for like 2 or 3 years. I'm looking at it, but now the more I think about it with how old this headset is,
Just replace
don't
the
get me
whole
wrong,
headset.
I have to say, and I don't normally do this because I don't really like play BIOS and stuff, but this headset has actually been like phenomenal. Like
Oh, by far.
I've never had issues with this headset. The audio's very clean, on point. Like updates are easy to maintain it. It's easy to flux it too. Like if you're using it for more entertainment, or if you're using it more for like actual like sound whoring, that kind of stuff. So like I have to say I really like them. So like I kind of want to buy another pair, but I have been looking at the Alienware ones, low key.
No.
So as like that was this like what I was gonna shift into, like because I know you look at like hardware very in depth more than I do. I do
Yeah.
it more for like what looks
I
cool and
I
what
actually tried
people know.
I tried the wireless Alienware ones. Don't get me wrong, they're not bad, but now that I've had Astros for a while, bro, Astros are by far the best gaming set I've ever
Do
had.
they even have? Do the Alienware headset even have like a stand or anything too? Because I actually like that about these. Because you say you have to remember to plug them in, but like these, they actually have a stand where you literally put it on and it charges it anyways, which is
Yeah,
another like cool habit to have. Because
because
then you don't have to worry about
yeah, because the
constantly.
wireless I had before, so I had the Alienware ones for a little while, and then I had the Kraken. I think they're called the Kraken S's or whatever, the Razer ones before
Oh, I
that.
don't like the razors. That's
They're
actually one I wouldn't
not
have.
good, and their
And
battery was not long.
and that's coming from me who has like
All
everything
Razers,
in
yeah.
Razer except for my headset, pretty
Yeah.
much.
I
So
don't
like
know.
that's
Me
exciting, so.
personally, now that I've had Razers and experienced them for so long, like you said, they're. Here's the thing: for a gaming headset,
Which is all
Astros
I'm
are
gonna
the
use this for,
best.
because I have Dre's. I'm looking for music.
But that's
right?
what I'm
If
saying. Like Astros are the best, but like honestly, you can get better sounding headphones, like just regular headphones. Like there's really like the DTS.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're actually trying to, but like,
You could get
there's
like
definitely
really
a
expensive
difference,
headphones that are
though.
really good.
There's definitely a difference, though. Like, and that's why you're obviously emphasizing the importance of gaming, because there's definitely a
Well,
major
no,
difference
that's the
depending on
thing
what kind of
is,
audio you're pulling through it and what you're looking for in the audio.
well, no, that's the thing is we use actual mics now. We use stand mics. Like we both use the Shure
That's true too.
MV7.
So you don't have to worry about our mic quality either, which is nice.
Yeah, so you could, so realistically, you could go to like an actual like set of headphones, like really good headphones that will have
They
better
don't
sound than
fit.
Astros. No, they
Is
make
that-
really. What are the DT?
Okay, well, I guess
the
like is this a
dynamic?
thing? Is this a thing for you, real quick though? Like my Beats, if I wear them for like more than an hour, it starts to get uncomfortable. Whereas like these, I literally can wear for 8 hours straight and not care if they're on my head the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, mine are comfortable always.
Like I feel like gaming
These-
headsets are also built. They're built. I guess I shouldn't. I do have a big head, but they're built wider. I feel like because they're more to be rested on versus
No, you
like to
can-
actually
have
collapse in the audio.
Dude, a lot of the streamers use the Bayer Dynamic DT990 Pros.
You don't just give me a link to that because I've never even heard of that.
Just type in
I'm looking it up
just type in
on
DT990. They're
Bayer Dynamic DT
like one of the best.
990.
Yeah, they're
But
like
they're only. Oh, they're not that expensive.
yeah, they're like one of the best, exceptionally practical in gaming. They're like one of the best headsets out there for the price.
So 990 is like the top one, right?
Yeah,
I'm seeing
990
it says
Pros or
770 and I
whatever.
see a 900.
Yeah, it's like a 990 Pro. They're not that expensive. They're fucking amazing headphones. But the thing is, so before I didn't want to buy those because I always relied on my headset mic. Remember, we only got our MV7s right before we started doing the podcast. Actually,
Yeah.
we got them for the podcast. That's why.
Well, no,
we,
actually not me because I had the.
but you
I
had the
was
other one.
using
Yeah,
the HyperX
The
for a
Hyper.
while because I was just trying to get away from this and I was streaming and whatnot. I like the mic in front of me and I like to be able to move it and stuff.
yeah.
Change my audios. And honestly, I got so used to like not having to do this shit to mute because this shit looks disturbing. Like I'm a fucking pilot. Like, hey, we're gonna take off in 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Please go ahead and make sure all your belongings are under the chair before we take liftoff.
Please
Dang it.
make sure your seatbelts are fastened for the entirety of takeoff and landing. The flight crew will notify you when it is safe to unbuckle and use the bathrooms and get you a
If the lights
snack.
above your head are on, make sure you're buckled up.
No,
If
but
there's an
I
emergency,
the mute thing was never a problem for me because like with the Astros, it's right here, but it
well,
was
this
always
one
that,
is just this. You know that, right? Like this model is if the microphone is up like this, it's muted. If it pulls down at all, it's unmuted.
I had
So
one
it's
of
not
my
like it's not horrible, but it's annoying going like this all the time. Like
Yeah.
it just looks fidgety. It looks like you're.
yeah.
I don't know. Me personally, just it's stupid. I guess probably to most people, but for me, like I don't like. It just looks.
I had a headset that was the same way. I don't remember which one. There's another headset that I used to have, like back PS4 days. It was the same. If you flipped it
Turtle
open,
Beaches.
Turtle
Turtle
Beaches.
Beaches are like that.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
Turtle
probably,
Beaches.
yeah.
A lot of theirs are like that.
Turtle
Would be my
Bitches.
perception. Now I'm actually kind of looking at getting one of these headsets because it's actually $100 cheaper.
I'm thinking about
than the
switching to those.
Astros.
I've already
And-
convinced myself now that I'm running an actual like a good stand mic for my primary mic. Because
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
I use this. Actually took
very
the
thin.
plate. So these plates, when you buy them, they come with 3 of these. Well, which one right here?
So one with a mic hole and
one with
two
the mic
without.
hole and 2 without. So like that's how much I don't use the mic for this anymore. Is that I completely replaced even the cover. So I've like convinced myself it's 100% better to have a stand mic. So my plan was what you just said. Once I'm done with these, I'm gonna go to probably the 990 Pros because, bro, there's a lot of fucking streamers. I guarantee if you want to Twitch right now and you click through like the top
And
streamers,
they're so like
there's
sponsored.
at least
Probably
there's at
running
least
them because like the big streamer I watch uses Alienware, but he's also sponsored by Alienware. So like, obviously there's a bias in that.
because they're not that good.
Yeah.
They're not. And you know how much I used to I not that I used
Oh,
to. I love
Alienware.
Alienware products. I like because like the OG days, but just they're not like
They're not the top tier. You definitely
Not
get
the top tier
less
anymore at all.
quality for the sake that you're getting the name. And not that they're horrible products either. Like they're definitely above average because they do pick good quality, but they're not. They're not like if you're gonna pay that much money, there's definitely better options if you're truly looking for better quality.
like those if you don't need the mic, which obviously we don't, then you can get those like Bear Dynamics and I promise you they're like the people
you should
that
send it to me because I see two. There's a 990 and it's actually more. It's less money than the 900 Pro X. So I'm confused on what's the. they-
Pro X might be a new one. I don't know. I would just figure it out. The 990 Pros are the ones that like all the people that I know that use them use. I see them for 179 with the
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Well, it's
with
150
the-
right now in sale actually, which is even more like tempting to get.
yeah, the one
the
I see is
250
with the
item.
amplifier. Yeah, the one I see is with the amplifier on Amazon for 180, which you don't really need, but if you wanted, you could get it. But yeah, I would just get them without the amplifier, and it's probably like 150-ish. But they're like, I promise you, look, just do some research later on. But I promise you, they're like musicians use them.
I mean, their
gamers use them,
ratings are
streamers use
insane.
them.
There's
Yeah, their ratings are
15,000 ratings and it like phenomenally 5 stars out of it. So
4.7
like
out
doing
of
tech
5 out of
reviews would be super cool,
15,000
so.
ratings. Yeah, tech reviews
This
would
one's
be sick.
530. What the heck?
Yeah. These
Yeah, I mean,
990
I had to
Pros,
look
bro,
into
are
more,
like,
but-
trust me, the 990 Pros, like, that's definitely what I'm going to once, like I said, once these are, like, shitting out on me, I'm going to, like, a Pro headset, like an actual, like, headphones.
I guess that's the thing for me too. Is I really don't need them. I just would like new earpieces. That's the main thing for me.
Yeah, but the earpieces are probably going to be, like, $30-$40 just for those cushions. I mean, you can look them up, but,
They are.
yeah, like, I mean, you could spend another $100 and get not only a whole brand new set of headphones, but you can also have, like, a professional level set of headphones.
What's great? Oh, these are German. That's why. So the audio probably is pretty impressive. Because
I'm telling you, bro, there's
like that.
There's like streamers talking about it, like when they first changed over to them, and they weren't even sponsored. They were just talking about like other people recommended them, musicians wear them, like, and then so like people were changing over to them. I was watching this one guy. He's like, I will literally never buy another headset in my life. Not even. He's like, I'm not sponsored. I don't care to be sponsored. This is the best headset I've ever heard. Yeah, the earpads are $40 for your headphones. You have the 3.
Prongs.
Yours
Yeah.
has 3, mine has 4. Yeah, the 3-prong one is fucking $40 on Amazon. Gen 4, probably Gen 4s though. I mean, they look like the same shape and magnet location.
Yeah, I'll have to definitely look at this more because I'm super confused now. Because now I'm looking at another pair of the 1990s and they're 530.
I'm sure that
So
there's other ones. The 990 Pros are like what like everybody recommends.
is it
For the
990 or 1990?
990 990 Pro.
Okay. Yeah,
They're
because
like
I don't know what the
150.
1990s are, but those must be like you're sitting in a studio because those are literally like $500.
Yeah, you can get the
Which I would
Beyerdynamic
spend if it was
DT
mine, but
990 Pros for 159 on Amazon with the gray ear pads. They look and they look good too. And you could sell by like the shape that they're not going to be super heavy or like bulky. They're like a good shape. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah. The ear cushions are like really soft. They're like I wouldn't even call it velvet. I don't even know what that is, but it's like, yeah. I'm telling you, bro. Like you see the
You
ratings.
do look clean
When you
though,
can see
like you said,
yeah, they're
the
clean.
gray. Originally, I was looking at the black, but I actually do kind of like the gray more.
Yeah,
You said
yeah,
that?
15,000
Oh, and they're
ratings,
cheaper.
bro.
It's
15,000.
$20 cheaper for the gray ones.
Yeah, bro. They're 15,000 ratings with a 4.7 out of 5. 5 stars are 84%, 4 stars 8%, and then 2 and 2 and 2%, or
And
3
you
and
know,
2 and
like
2%.
the 1 stars are the
Like
people
I
that got
didn't get my
lucky with, like,
headphones.
something.
Like I didn't
Yeah.
even, and then they give them a 1 star. Like how the fuck are you rating
In
this?
2 words, these sound horrible. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. These are fucking the most worst, the most worstest fucking headphones I've ever seen. Very disappointed. Very disappointed.
You know, there's some people that also just don't know what they're doing.
Manufacturing defect. Don't wear if you wear glasses. I've only worn these for a few months, and the plastic corners of the headband of the speakers has cracked. I'm sure this crack is because I wear glasses. There's literally like 6 fucking 1-star ratings. Razors are better. Okay, the Razer Kraken Pros, the one I just said I had, that were literally the worst headset I've ever had before. This guy says they're better. Okay, so he clearly doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm telling you, he doesn't.
And someone got like dirty ones, so they thought so.
Yeah.
They sent them like a
Beware,
user,
not
like,
suitable for mixing and mastering without mods. Somebody said it's poor quality. Bro, I'm telling you right now, the
You're done?
DT990s, and the worst case is you buy them and you try them and you say you agree with one of these fucking dummies.
They actually have a mics too.
Yeah, you can't.
I just went to this stop
Yeah,
now.
Beyerdynamic
Just
has
stop.
mic.
Oh, that's cool. We could always do that too. Not that we have to, but it looks like they have like mics that are used for more like conference things. That might be a good investment actually for the stream
If we do it at my house.
podcast. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're not that expensive.
dude, I'm waiting to do that, bro. Speaking of that, I mean, we've been stuck on headphones for a while, but I have
Didn't
been,
help when we
yeah,
missed 2 weeks.
but I have been waiting on fucking trying to get the podcast going in here. I mean, we got the fucking room set up. Pour us a little bit of Henny and have a conversation.
Yo, these are like they have like so many different headphones actually.
Yeah.
I'm so confused now because I'm actually looking at like their page, and they've got so like the gaming headphones are completely different. The 990s are considered pro headphones.
Yeah, that's the ones you want though. That's the best ones.
Well, obviously I'm not gonna take that. I'm just
Bruh, now I'm feeling like I'm just gonna go ahead and buy these and just sell my Astros online. Sell my Astros on
won't.
Facebook. I'm probably just
Probably.
gonna get them. Fuck it.
I'm actually seriously thinking about it too. We're gonna be like fucking having the same gear all the
But the
time.
good thing is that'll be good for the podcast.
But I won't get
in
rid
the
of
long
these,
run.
though,
It'll look more
honestly, though.
professional when we have like actual studio shit with matching shit too. Because if
Yeah,
you,
and
if
then
you
people
watch
might
most
sponsor us because they'll be like, "Hey, yo, why do they both have shoes?" Until one of them's like, "Hey, yo, you gotta use our mics, and then we'll sponsor you." Okay.
All right, fuck it. Yo, did you see? I'm sure you did, but you saw Dodge's canceling production of the Hellcat motor
Actually,
engines.
Just saw that yesterday. Donald shared that with me on.
Oh yeah.
He asked me for something. Did that thing actually? Okay.
No, so I'm talking about the fact that they're stopping. Okay, yes. So it's
Oh,
going to
wait.
come into the same conversation. But you were about to talk about the EV, the Dodge EV.
No, okay. Yeah.
So, but the thing is that what made them introduce that is they had already released a statement saying that they were canceling all of the Hellcat engine cars. So the Charger, Challenger, Durango, and they might
So
keep
they're
the
getting
TRX.
rid of all the gas
all
version.
the gas, all the super high powered gas cars, and then they're replacing them with the new EV. But they hadn't released the EV one until that was yesterday, and that's why everybody's been talking about it. But one, I'm kind of sad to see the Hellcat engine cars go because you already know I was planning on buying one, and I'm still going to at some point. I'm just now leaning towards the Durango because it's a better like travel car and with more people in it and shit. But the more important thing is now that they're gonna phase them out, price of those cars are gonna skyrocket because people use the fuck out of those cars. So they're either gonna be fucked up or the price is gonna be high as fuck because people know that Dodge isn't making them anymore. That kind of sucks a little bit. So I need to try to get one before next year, like this year sometime or early next year.
Guys are just gonna start looking now.
Yeah, but the EV one looks so dope. I was telling my homeboy the other day, I was like,
She does look really clean.
I'm
I'm
buying
not
that
gonna
car.
lie, it looks a little lot better than like a lot of the EVs that have been coming out lately.
I told everybody I was not gonna ever buy an EV car until like that's like what everyone was making, but I'm buying one. I promise
Well,
you,
and
I'm buying one.
and the
Mark
thing
this
is
day,
like
I'm buying
all the
Dodge
EVs now,
EV.
except for like Tesla's high end, look super cheese. Like they're not. No one's making them look clean. They're all trying to make them look like compact.
Well, not the
and,
mass
like,
production ones. There's some like high-end
well,
hypercar EVs that are
obviously,
fucking
but
sick,
that's okay.
yeah.
For everyday people, like all the EVs are, most of them are like really dog shit ugly. So for like Dodge to come out with something like that and keep it like in the same like familiarity of, it's a Charger, right, or the Challenger?
It looks like a classic Charger too.
Right, the
Like
Charger.
the
So
body
that's what I'm saying,
lines,
they
the
did
front
good
end
with.
was sick, bro, on that car.
The only thing that I didn't understand is, even though it's not a scoop, because technically it's, I guess, I don't know. So the front, it has the what's
Cowl,
it fucking called?
the cowl
Is that what it's called?
where the
Where it has,
hood
like,
raises.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cowl.
But it's weird because it's only like, probably 8 inches
It's for
long
looks.
or something. It's not the whole hood. Okay, yeah, because someone was, well, Don was trying to say that it was like actually to help with like from lifting off the ground, and it seemed like that was obviously not very accurate. But I also didn't understand if there was actually any true benefit to it, or if it was just a design aspect that they
Let me
wanted
look
to
at a
put into the
picture
car.
that I saved of it. Oh
Because
no,
it looks,
that is what that is for. That is what that is for. I
'cause I guess
forgot. I have the picture of it saved, and I forgot that that's how they did it. So the air is gonna flow in right here where it's black, that
Yeah.
line, and then it's gonna come underneath that, so that'll provide a downforce, and then go over the fucking hood. So yeah,
but even still, like you would have to
that
be
is
like
sexy as
actually
shit,
drag
bro.
racing it to make it actually useful. But it is a very clean looking vehicle. Like it is definitely something that like that's like the one of the first EVs that actually looks like something that like
Bro, it is
most general
so
muscle car
clean.
people would buy.
It is so clean, bro.
Like I think they did good on like still giving it that like Charger aspect, like aesthetics to it from like what we look at like a modern Charger, but then still did good on making it like its own design too, by truly giving it like a different twist to it. But they didn't go like completely off track. Like with like, in my opinion, like Hummer, like GMC's doing with the new Hummer.
I'm not gonna
like
lie.
it looks like too diff.
The way that they made the EV look, in my opinion, is how the Challenger should have looked more like. Because it really looks like an electric Challenger, but it's a Charger, which it does look actually more like the original Charger. But the way that they made the Challenger look, the modern body one, is kind of like that, but it's obviously more like way more modern like style. But bro, listen, mark this date, 8/19/22. When those bitches come out, at some point, I am buying one. I will get
When are
one.
they supposed to come out?
It won't probably be till 2024, but I am buying one.
Oh, they didn't have like a year or anything. Because I know it was just a concept.
I
It's
think,
not like an
yeah.
actual
Yeah.
like product. yet
They're
or
gonna
anything.
release it, bro. With all the hype around it,
After all the
especially
hype
too.
they're getting, oh no, no, it's not that they're not going to.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
just saying
gonna
like how
release
long will it take them?
Yeah.
And I
Probably
guarantee
2024, I would guess.
pre-order on those things are gonna be sold out too.
It's gonna be
They're
hard. I'm gonna
definitely
pre-order one.
That is the first, seriously, first EV that's actually looks like it's worth buying. That's not like out of the average person's like affordability.
They're probably gonna be like 60, 70K. So yeah, but the guy. So remember, I told you when I got the Mustang.
It's a lot cheaper than a lot of the other high-end EVs right now, or like nice-looking EVs.
Yeah,
Most like good-looking EVs are like in the 90s.
the Model S's are not, and the Tesla Model S's are 90 to 110K. Yeah, and they're the super fast ones.
They're about the only other EV that actually looks like it's worth buying right now.
Yeah. Well, looks wise, if you care about what your car
Design,
looks like
yeah,
a sports, like if you want a sports car looking,
Yeah, you have
car,
any.
yeah.
You
But
must-
so
anyways.
the guy that I got the Mustang from, I think I told you he's also the guy that I got one of the Audis from. So he knows that's the reason why he hit me up about the Mustang, is because he knew that I like cars like that. So, I hit him up yesterday when I seen it. I was like, bro, because he actually is the manager of a Tate dealership, so they do a lot of Dodge shit. They also get used cars of everything, but they do a lot of Dodges. And he told me, he was like, "Hey, bro, when we can get them in pre-ordered, I'll try to get you a pre-order, but you're gonna have to put a lot of money down." I was like, "I don't give a fuck. Like, just let me know what it is. I'm gonna put probably like 10, 20K to the side, and then wait for them to release like a pre-order list, and then I'm gonna try to get on pre-order list. Probably put like I said, like 10 to 20K down, and it'll be no problem. I'll get one right out the factory. I need one. I need one of those. I want to be one of the first people riding around in them bitches too.
If I was gonna get an electric vehicle, like now that'd be the one that I would want to get.
Dude, that bitch is so sick.
Honestly,
People
because
are
it is,
talking
it
shit
is
like
clean. Like,
people are talking shit like, oh, the whole point of Dodge a muscle is that like
well, the whole problem with
a
it too is that
6.2
there's
liter
probably,
supercharged engine. I'm like,
you
bro,
know,
I don't give a fuck about that. I want that fucking.
not everybody, but there's a lot of old school. You know, the whole battles between the best muscle car, because it's like, you know, the American vehicle is a muscle car or whatever. So obviously there's going to be all of the, like the Camaro Mustang fanboys that are just going to try to talk shit on it just because their company hasn't come out with a, you know, competitor to that.
Well,
Will
Mustang
be
has
interesting
an
to see
EV.
though. Yeah, but their
It's
shit
just a
looks
fucking
like shit.
crossover.
It's an SUV.
Well, it's a
Or not
crossover,
SUV,
but
it's
yeah.
a small ass thing. It looks ugly as shit though. Like honestly, that Mustang, I would never spend the kind of money to buy that thing ever. It's not worth it to
They're
me.
pretty
I don't
cheap,
care.
but I actually seen one the other day.
Regardless of how cheap it is, I'm not gonna spend that money. Like,
these dudes made like a drift one of those. They like amped up the batteries and like put like a 6 set of wheels and like a little like body kit on it, and they were drifting it around and shit. That shit actually looked pretty sick, but the problem is you'd have to do so much work just to like the body and the rims and the stance and
yeah,
like all that shit to make it even look like a
no,
cool
just come
SUV.
out with a vehicle that actually looks like a good muscle car. Like, why would you ruin your brand? What they should have done with that one is they should have just made it come out as an SUV. They shouldn't have called it a Mustang. They should have just been like, oh no, this is our EV
Listen,
SUV.
listen. If with all the
That's disrespectful.
listen.
It's
With all the
disrespectful.
publicity that Dodge is getting right now off this shit, I guarantee you, I will
They're
bet
gonna,
money.
yeah. I know.
That Dodge, I mean, the
especially
Ford and
GMC,
Chevy are
especially GMC,
working on
yeah.
it hard right now. They are like, oh my fucking god, why didn't we not do this? We're fucking idiots, and that's what they're doing. Because you
Although it's
know,
gonna be funny because one of them's just gonna come back with pretty much a copycat. I guarantee you.
I don't even give a fuck. I would rather there be more options. I would rather there be.
Well, I agree.
I don't give a
Because
fuck.
honestly, if it was me, I would prefer a Camaro over a Ford, no doubt. But even still, would probably prefer a Camaro over. Actually, I don't know. Chargers are actually like equal to me in that perspective.
That
But it
fucking.
depends on years, because there's certain years where they had some of them I preferred over the others.
Yeah. Well, you know me, I wanted a Hellcat. I ended up buying the Mustang I had because
Everybody
it was
wants
a
a Hellcat.
super modded. But like I got
Everyone
like,
wants a Hellcat.
but like I got like a super modded, super clean, low mile Mustang. Obviously, you've seen it's a sick ass car
Yeah, but you
for like
also
a
have
low
everything
price.
typed up. That's a difference.
And then
Like,
on top of that, my thing is that I actually don't prefer. I'm not one of those like weird fanboys like Chevy's the best, brother. Like no, they're none of them are that much better than the rest. I promise you, they're all American made with like plastic interiors and shit. I promise you, they all suck really. But in all reality, like if you really want a nice car, you don't buy American vehicles. Like maybe
Well,
Cadillac, but that's
once
still
again,
pushing
like
it.
I said, that's also design aspect because they do all have their own unique design.
Oh
to them,
yeah,
though.
like but no,
That
but my
really,
thing
when I
is,
say I'm a fanboy, like I prefer the Camaro design. Besides, like the '90s Camaros,
I'm not
I
saying
prefer the
you-
Camaro design over the rest.
I'm not
No, but
s-
I'm just saying.
most
like,
most
in
people
other
in
people's
general.
defense, though, it's
No,
probably
most people.
design too,
No,
though.
no, no. Most people. In
I don't know
general-
anybody who likes them just because of the brand.
No, you're
Everyone
what?
that I know that likes muscle cars, it's because of the design of them.
Nah.
That's why they have a favorite.
Nah, dude. Like Fitz and fucking.
People that I know.
No,
Well,
like
I
Fitz
mean,
and
I don't know if
Ben.
it's
No, like
choice of them,
Fitz
but-
and Ben. A lot of people actually, but like Fitz and even our own fucking father is the same
No,
way.
I know there's a lot of people
But
that
like
are
Fitz and
brand wise.
they're like, oh, you got a goddamn 40. Like you should have got a fucking Challenger. You should have got Challengers are way better. Like okay, really, what makes a Challenger better? Like what makes it because you can get it a supercharged from the factory.
Then yeah.
You can get a Shelby. You can get a Shelby.
Not but if you wanted to.
And the
Hellcat,
Shelby is
just-
actually a faster car. The Shelby GT500 is actually fast. I mean, the Shelby, but you can get the GT500. Actually has like 100 more horsepower than a Hellcat.
And if
it's
you really want
lighter.
speed, you might as well just get like a Bugatti or something. Really though,
Okay, we're talking about real here. But my point is,
like the Tate brothers would say,
the
"What
Z,
color
the,
is
Z,
your Bugatti?"
the Z, yeah, the ZL1 and the fucking GT500 actually both have more power than a Hellcat. The Hellcats are just, they were just like mass-produced cheap cheap, like barely cheap cars that like everyone got.
And they got the publicity that really boosted them. Let's be honest, the publicity behind the Hellcat
rappers
was
and the
huge.
fucking branding that Dodge did.
And
Yeah,
that's literally why Chevy came out with the what the fuck they called it, the Exorcist or whatever. Is that what it was? Just because the branding of Hellcat was so well done, executed, that like they were like phenomenally popular. But they really, yeah, you're not wrong. They're not like, oh my god, this is insanely much better than the rest of the cars. No.
I've drove all three. I've now.
But that's also the society we live in.
They're all the same.
Branding, and publicity will make you more popular.
Yeah.
Than actually quality and design and all that stuff.
Because you want to know something
to feel.
You want to
people want to feel value.
I agree, but you want to know something that's funny about that is that how branding makes such a big difference is that honestly, like if you take an honest look and you go sit in a Hellcat and then go sit in a GT500 and then go sit in a ZL1, the Hellcat is by far the least like luxurious, like the least nice.
Like stock, you mean?
Yeah, it handles the worst, and it's not even the fastest. GT500 is faster, handles better, and interior's about the same, probably a little bit better because they put a lot of suede options. The ZL1 handles much better. It's about the same as speed, but the interior is a lot nicer. So it's like, bro, you literally cannot tell me that a fucking Hellcat is a better car than either of the other two. The other two are actually much better. My
perspective, though, is still it's also people's preference on design, because I genuinely believe the Camaro actually looks the coolest of those three. Like if you put them all side by side, I'm still gonna say I like the look of the Camaro the most.
Camaro sucks too. They're tiny. The windows are tiny.
For me as well, though. Like that's one thing for me. Like I've gotten more to where I like speed, but I know that I'm never gonna be going over like 100. Do you need a refill, brother?
Yeah, I already put more alcohol in. I was sipping.
No, but like I like speed, but I'm definitely when I'm looking at a vehicle, I'm definitely looking more at like actual beauty of the vehicle itself. I just want that thing to look good and feel good. That's what I want. Like, I mean, I know you're massive about speed. I completely respect it because I know you actually go to like car shows and car meets and stuff. Like for you, that's obviously something that is on the higher spectrum too. Like you want, obviously, you care about looks just as much. Clearly,
my cars.
The cadre of vehicles that you have owned, I'm not stupid to know that you care about looks. But you also do have a huge manufacturer for speed. For me, like as long as I can go to 100, that's about where I'm gonna tap out ever. Like that's what I'm saying though. Like I'm not gonna be going more than 100. Like if I go to Germany or if I go like to a like actual track and I got the opportunity to drive something above that, I would. But like I never go to meets. I've never been to a track. At that point, I could just rent a car when I need to. But for an everyday used vehicle, I'm not gonna need to go 120, 140, 180. You know what I mean? Like,
dude. So this past weekend, since we're on the topic of this, real quick, let me tell you a little something happened, bro. So I went down to North Carolina for what I had to take care of this past weekend. So it was a weekend that it was not amazing, but like we tried to make the best of it. So on Sunday, we went down to the track down there, and there was like a bunch of like cars racing shit. So my homeboy has like it's about like 700 horsepower Cadillac CTSV, and I just drove the Mercedes down there like for gas and like reasonability. Like I wasn't trying to drive anything else down there, and so we went to the track, and he was like, he doesn't really race, and he drives fast, but he's like actually not really like that much into cars. He just likes that he has a fast ass Cadillac that's like loud and shit.
Sounds like how I would.
It's like a flex kind of. It's like it's really just like a flex. So like
I could care less to actually burn someone out, like by doing it.
No, so we went to
have it. Would be
we went to the track, and I raced a couple of cars in his car, and then afterwards we went to like it was like on the side of the road. It was like this is country as fuck, by the way, area, like literally in the middle of nowhere. And so they have like parties on the side of the road and shit.
What?
But like, so we went down there, and there was dudes like street racing shit. And I was like, yeah, I'll race them in the Cadillac. Like I'll race them. So we were racing on this road that's literally, so it's 2 lanes. It's oncoming and ongoing, right? And it's literally like 2 car lengths. I mean, 2 car widths. Like it's fucking skinny road, and then on either side is a fall off into a ditch, and we're fucking street racing on this street. So this dude's like, yeah, he saw that I was down there in the Mercedes, and mine, even though it's an AMG, it's not like street race fast. It's just a quick SUV. But he's like, I guess he thought, bro, y'all get cuter every day. Thank you, sexy boy. So then we so we went
Yeah.
down to this. So we went down to the. So we were street racing, and he was like talking shit like, "Yo, you're not even gonna push that bitch. You're gonna get scared on these little roads and shit like that." I was like, "All right." So we're going past where everyone's standing, and I was already doing like 160, and I fucking pushed it harder. I was doing 160, passing people on the side of a road that's like literally, I'm not bullshitting you, like the two skinniest lanes you've ever seen, with a car behind me. He was like about a car length, 2 lengths behind me, also doing probably close to 160. I was like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm not scared of this car, brother. And you crashed? Yeah. Yeah, if I crashed at 160, brother, I would not be sitting here having a conversation with y'all.
And you crashed. Yeah, I've been there before. Damn, brother, I'm
You
sorry
been
to
there-
hear that. I
you been there
hope
before?
that you had good insurance.
Yeah, I hope that you're... Are you
Life
alive?
insurance too.
Are you alive right now? No, but it's crazy because, like, what you said about doing 100, like, bro, it's like even in the Mustang, you know, it's not supercharged. It's only like 500. It's like a little over 500 horsepower right now with the tune that's on it and the shit
But
that I
100
did
like
to it.
any car can handle. That's the difference.
But yeah,
like,
that's
when you
like even in the Mustang, I'm traveling down 97 at like 110, 120, just cruising.
I
With the
don't think I've had bad
RS7, I don't know if you've seen the screenshot I posted on Facebook. In the RS7, I did 184 on 895.
days. Yeah, I look at that on
184.
bad days.
On 895, I've done 184 miles an hour in my RS7. I've seen people actually crash, and the car was like super crash and live, bro. So I don't know.
Yeah, but that's.
I'm
just
not saying you
like,
couldn't live, but even if you lived, you would not be sitting here having a normal conversation in perfect physical
That's just
condition.
that's just impeccable chance.
I'm sorry,
honestly,
you
'cause,
would,
yes.
you'd be fucked up. Even if you lived through that, you are fucked up if you hit something at 160, bro. Especially that it's a ditch. Says who? Says me. I'm telling you, I've literally watched a dude die on a motorcycle doing 100. I mean, it's not in the car, but he was doing like 130 and died. He literally flipped off the fucking motorcycle and fucking his body like almost broke in half. Like it was fucked up.
But remember, kids, never exceed the speed limit.
Unless your car's really fast, then go way over the speed limit.
Why did you pay for that speedometer if you're not going to use all of it?
Dude, when I did that. Look, I already said this, but I did 184 miles an hour on 895, and all I was thinking about was like, if a cop sees me, what is he gonna do right now? What is he
Just say,
gonna?
yep, not my problem.
He's not gonna chase an all-wheel drive Audi doing 100 and over 180
Hey, is,
miles an hour down a highway. He's not chasing me. He's gonna
I
radio
think
it in and be like,
Lenny's
"Fuck
on
it."
the road like 5 miles. I'll see if he wants this one.
Motorcycle
Yeah,
boy
you
hits
might
the
wanna get
pothole
it.
in your chalk. Yeah.
You might want to get going, brother, because there's someone coming about 180. So if you're gonna want to catch him, brother, you might want to start going now.
Because
It's
I
about
was
5 miles out.
I was with my homeboy and down in Georgia when I had my I had a 350Z that was
Once
supercharged.
again, this isn't us like advocating for people to speed. We never go exceed the speed limit. Clearly, he was driving. On
I was
a
in
road.
Mexico.
It was 185 miles per
When
hour
I-
speed limit.
When I
It was
say
185.
when I was saying I was doing
West
184 on 895, I'm 895 in Mexico. Tijuana is where I was going.
When he meant 895, the speed
when I
limit
was
was
doing-
actually 895. He just couldn't get there.
When I was doing over 160 on a small road in North Carolina, I really meant to say North Carolina, Mexico.
North Carolina, Mexico. It's a little town. Look it up. Maybe they call it something else. I don't know. That's what I
I
call
thought it was the name. I don't really remember.
That's
the
what I
details
call
are
it.
the details get fuzzy.
Honestly, dude, after that drive.
Dude, I was riding when I had my motorcycle in Georgia. I was doing like 120 down a road that's like 50, and I won't say the name of the road or the city I was in, but I was doing like 120 as a 50 there, and I passed the cop. The cop flashed his lights, but didn't even pull out. I'm like, bro, what is he gonna do? He knows he's not gonna chase me.
And for
gonna-
him, it was more of like maybe I'll get him to slow down if I do this.
That's
all
no,
it
no, no.
was.
That's what he
was
did.
just hoping.
But I'm saying like it's funny because they're not even gonna attempt that, bro. Like there's no, dude. I'm
Are
on a
you
1,000cc bike.
challenging me?
They're
Is
like,
that
"Sorry,
you
he's part of the
challenging me?
yeah, yeah. Like, dude, I'm
Like,
on a
that was
1,000cc bike doing 120. Like, I was in like probably third gear. Like, I would just dump that bitch. I'm gonna be doing like 160, 180 down this back ass road. He's literally never gonna catch me ever. And you could do that, bitch. You could do that in a motorcycle forever because the gas is. You get so good gas mileage, like it doesn't burn like that. Like in a car, you can only do 180 for so long, bro. Like you're fucking cranking gasoline through that bitch doing 180. Like I probably went from like a full tank to like a half a tank in like a matter of like few miles, bro. Like it's bad. Like you fucking crank through gas when you're going that fast in a car.
That's where you need an EV.
EVs won't even go that fast right now. I mean, they probably could, but you know, someone's speeding. I'd be
You'd be like
petty
the
and see what
GTA
happens.
cops.
This is why I can't be a cop. You'd be petty and see what happens. What do you mean you would chase a guy doing 180 in an Audi? Good luck.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you get about 5 miles down the road, you lost him. You don't even remember what car he was driving.
Yeah, he'd be like, it was great. I don't know what car it was. You probably
Black,
at 180,
silver.
you probably wouldn't
Was it
even know what
red?
car I was in. You
I
probably
think it
wouldn't
was
even.
red.
It was
The emblem on it had like a
Black.
shape on it. It was a shaped emblem. Bro, I was trying to describe
Did they
this to
crash and
everyone
stuff?
else.
Oh, I'm sure they are sitting to wait and see if I fucking crash my car at 180 miles an hour.
Yeah, they're looking out for your life.
I've been driving like a fucking madman since I was like 16 though, for like well over a decade. I've been driving like a fucking maniac for well over a decade. I've had fast cars for well over 10 years, motorcycles, four-wheelers.
I honestly just drive
Trucks.
blindfolded. That way I don't have to ever worry about the speed limit. Because if you can't see it, you can't know it. And if you don't know it, you don't got to worry about it.
Yeah, I didn't tell you, but I told Damon I actually got pulled. And speaking of that,
Negligence, the best.
actually, what's funny is that I actually got pulled over in North Carolina on the way home up here this week on Sunday.
Blindfolded.
I wasn't blindfolded, and he was like, "Sir, do you know I pulled you over?" I was like, "I don't know. I think I was going," and I was only going like a little over the speed limit, and the fucking piece of shit pulled me over. I was like, "You know why?" I was like, I told him, I was like, "I know you why you pulled me over, because I was literally doing like 70 and a 60." I just told him, I was like, "I know why you pulled me over. It's because I'm in a black Mercedes with dark tint and with Maryland tags, because I literally just watched the F-150 with no tint go past me at like fucking at least 80, probably 85 miles an hour while I'm doing 70. And instead of chasing him down and pulling him over, you got behind me, ran the tags, and pulled my fucking ass over. And then you talk about, yeah, well, you were going over 60. Yeah, well, that guy was going like fucking. He literally passed me. He's not
over
even.
60.
He's not even visible anymore. That's how fast he's going. And you pulled me over.
He's a Carolina citizen.
And then his bitch ass was talking about, oh well, you know, he's like, being a cop's like being a fisherman. He's like, you can't catch them all, you can't even catch the biggest ones, but you can catch some. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, no, you targeted me because I'm in a black Mercedes with dark
Are you
tint,
calling
Maryland
me
tags.
a little fish?
Yeah, and it was like, all right, well then watch this. I'm the biggest goddamn. My dick long, boy.
Where he's going this?
Hey yo.
All right, Drastic. Have fun in there. Stay safe.
Yeah, send me
Appreciate you
pictures.
stopping by for sure. But hey, he's sending pictures because he's going to cut his lawn, and he wanted to make sure he did it like a real man. So he's trying to
Cop
make
that's
sure there's
chasing the
a line.
bikers and catches
For anybody
none,
who's
so
not
pulls
in
over a
chat.
biker at the stoplight. No, I've never seen that. That's funny.
I feel like I could totally see some douche doing that.
Yeah, I
Like,
could
respectfully.
definitely- Yeah. There's
Like,
just like
I
a
couldn't get
random
you,
Harley.
so
Yep, well, you look like you got on a motorcycle.
you're on a motorcycle.
Dude, he literally pulled me over and literally was like, "No, it's because you were doing over 60." I'm like, "Sir, did you not just see the white truck pass me at way faster? I'm on cruise control at 70 in a 60, so like 10 miles over an hour is like normal. That's what I travel at that, not thinking that it's safe.
Well, you
Like
can
it.
catch 'em all, son. When I was a young lad,
Like, do
They
you
were
expect me to
stupid about
believe
that.
that you didn't pull me over because I'm in a black Mercedes with dark tint and out-of-state tags? Like, you know I'm an adult, right? You know I'm a grown-up. Like, I'm not 17 when you saying that, and I'm like, oh, fuck, you got me. Like, I've been driving for fucking 12, 13 years, brother. You're not fucking slick. I know why you pulled me the fuck over, bitch. It pissed me the
because
fuck
I
off.
was speeding.
He's
No,
like, he's
'cause
like,
you're-
well, there's no reason to get hot-headed about it or some shit like that. I was like, bro, but you're straight up lying to me. Like, don't like just tell the truth. You pulled me over because I have out-of-state tags and dark tint and a Mercedes, not because I was speeding. Because if it was, then you would have pulled over the guy that literally passed me doing probably 80, 85 while I'm doing 70. Like, bro,
honestly,
like my thing
you
is
know,
just be honest. Like, just be honest, bro.
easy way to go. Dave. He says you're hot-headed, and then be like, "Hey, yo, you trying to hit on me? You trying to use your power to force me to do things that I don't want to do?"
He gave me a
And then
warning.
you get out of a ticket real quick.
He ended up giving me a warning
I
because
think because he realized you're more intelligent than
no, well, that
Yeah.
probably, but he's like, oh, he's like, were you were in the military? I was like, yeah, I'm a veteran. And he saw it on my license and shit, and he was like, all right.
That's actually.
He was
nice.
like, yeah, you can.
Anything like that.
He was like, I'm gonna give you a warning, but don't be speeding through North Carolina no more. Whatever. I was like,
Exactly, Justin. That's exactly what happened. These damn cops.
Racist.
You're not wrong though. Actually, the Mercedes is, so I guess that's not wrong in a sense. But
And
hopefully that's not.
the
Anyway,
tint is so dark that it's like it looks completely black because the tint
I don't think
is
I've
dark.
ever gotten out of like a ticket.
Bro, I've gone to jail for speeding in Georgia before. I went to jail. I went to jail because I was doing like 75 and a 55, and his bitch I was like, I don't have to take you to jail, but I'm going to. And I was like, what the fuck, bro?
Thanks.
I swear to God, bro, he took me to I bailed out right away.
Opportunity.
I swear to God, he took me to jail because I was doing
believe
20
it.
over. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? He's like, I don't have to, but I'm going to. And I was like, Roger that.
You know how that is though. Like, there's so many scenarios where they don't have to; they're just doing it because they're having a bad day. Or
No,
they
they're
wanna-
having a bad day, so I hit him with the
Yeah.
nice.
My wife left me and took my kids. Now I'm alone.
Yeah, his
So
wife
you're going
was
to jail.
his wife was getting cucked by like an E4 in the army, so he took it out on me because I was in the army and fucking speed through his goddamn state.
It's the last time she cheats on me. No, what?
Yeah, take it out on
You
me.
got the wrong guy,
Bro,
officer.
I'm just trying to get to work, dude. You know,
No,
like,
you got the wrong guy.
I'm just trying to get to work, and you're sitting here pulling me over doing 20 over. You're gonna take me to fucking jail? He's like, yeah, man.
Or like turn of events, you're like, you got the wrong guy. Wait, you talking about Sarah? Oh shit. Okay.
give me
I'll
a
come
sec-
with you up this year. My bad.
give me a second. Give me a second.
Right, here he goes. Lift off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eddie is gone. Well, this is interesting. A podcast talking to myself. So, guess we're gonna talk about what I like now. So, anybody see the new mommy coming to Smite? I don't know if you play Smite or if you don't play Smite, but there is a new god being released, and her name is Ishtar. She's gonna be a carry hunter. They definitely had one priority in bringing her into the game. So she's the god of, what is it, war and destruction. I think something like that. Or like, no, love and destruction or something like that. But she's gonna be a good piece addition to the carry lane. Got good qualities, two really good qualities. She's got some good abilities. She's got a good kit. She has a way cooler Neath backflip. Her ult's a little less skilled based, but it definitely has a good team fight aspect to it because it's like an area impact. Definitely looking forward to it. I think on the tester servers open up tomorrow or tonight, and they're gonna let people play her on the test server. So I'll probably jump in on that and stream that actually later. Probably check how she feels because as a carry main, I mean, obviously I gotta test them all out, no matter how many assets they're bringing to the table. But yeah, thinking she's gonna be. I don't know. The one thing that like is gonna be hard with her, I think, compared to a lot of the other hunters in the game right now, is she's definitely not a basic based god. She's got a very unique basic kit on her one, but she's not really that OP in abilities either. So,
Bro, what the?
be interested to see her come into the game.
What happened?
Get a cool concept of her. We were just since you stepped away, I took the moment to talk about what I like. So we talked about tacos, we
Sex?
talked about long walks on the beach, and Smite. I think your mic might be muted, or something's on my end not catching.
I thought you were talking about unprotected sex. My bad. Right. Right.
This water's good. Good water. Good liquid refreshment.
Yeah,
No, I was just about to say because there was actually a new god release, but I don't have to go into it anymore.
Yeah.
Just talked for 5 minutes on it.
bro, bro, I still can't get the camera because fucking apparently China's not shipping anything right now.
Those douchebags. Come on, guys, you're better than this. Why would you do this to me?
Fucking piece of shit.
What camera are you trying to get again? You go for the Logitech, the top tier
the
one?
good LG one, Logitech one, not LG. Yeah, the good Logitech one.
How why say LG, brother? You're gonna get a refrigerator as a camera, bro?
Yeah,
I
dishwasher.
guess they have them now. I
The
guess they have them
dishwasher.
now.
They do.
They got those cameras on the inside to tell you, like, you can look at your food when you're at the grocery store. Because
Yeah.
apparently creating a list before you leave is too fucking
Well,
hard.
they say that, but it's really so you can spy on who's eating your fucking your string cheese.
I saw you open my door. You ate 2 of my fucking pies.
How
Although
dare
this is
you eat
America,
my baby
and
string
this
cheese?
is first world problems. I saw you open the fridge, and miraculously, once the door closed, there was no string cheese on the shelf where I leave it. Is it one of those Fridays? Excuse me. Is it one of those Fridays? Okay. Okay. Better go make another pitcher of lemonade then, just in case you want to mix it up.
No, yeah. Well, I got Dr. Pepper and Pepsi, low key, so I'll probably switch between the two for tonight.
I was say because I feel like for me, like the sodas mixed with like liquors and stuff gets old pretty quickly.
I don't do it often. Like this is
Because obviously
obviously,
Tito's is my main, so I'm like huge on the whole lemonade and vodka thing, like you are with Henny and lemonade.
yeah,
But even like making like a pitcher of sweet tea and then just pouring that in every once in a while too.
yeah.
That's a good mixture too.
Making
But I
like
could sodas just kind of I don't know what it is, if it's a carbonation or what. But the sodas after a few just not that like it makes me sick. It just doesn't taste the same, I guess.
yeah. I
Still thinks a little bit.
you know, yeah. Obviously, you already know, but my primary drink is definitely gonna be like lemonade and Henny. I like strawberry or raspberry lemonade with Henny, but occasionally, some nights like right now, I got Pepsi and Dr. Pepper, so I'll just mix it up, and drink some soda with Henny tonight, and then
That's just always a safe pick.
yeah, it'll always get me right. You know what I'm saying that's all I care about anyway.
So, anyways, did you, kind of switching subjects in a sense because I don't remember where we left off on a similar time. I think it was just kind of
Just
a
bullshitting.
conversation stowing away, anyways. Yeah. So, I haven't been playing Fortnite much lately. I don't think you have. Hasn't looked like it when I've seen you online. But have you checked out the new Battle Pass? Just curious because I know there's been a lot of hype behind it.
I saw a commercial about it earlier, or a YouTube ad. I mean,
There've been a hella ads on it, but
Yeah.
even still, like I feel like there's been a lot of hype around it too. Have you checked it out at all?
I haven't looked into it.
I have not either. But I'm not even a Dragon Ball Z fan. Like I've never seen Dragon Ball Z. It's one of the few like super popular animes that I've actually have never even tried to touch. So I don't know if you have any like perspective on that alone. But I have heard the design of them is clean because they made them look more anime versus like Fortnite cartoony, which is pretty cool. And then I know they added like an ability thing in the game. I think it's just a temporary thing
I honestly don't.
where
Know.
you can use his.
All I know is that I saw the
Blast.
YouTube ad about it, and so I knew it was Dragon Ball Z, but I don't really know the specifics of what they got going on, to be honest.
That's fair. That is fair. Yeah, it's been tough. I haven't really been back in the battle royale mood, but
Me neither.
I did
I've been
try
vibing
out,
with Tarkov still, and even with that, I've slowed down a little bit the past week or so. Just like
well, that's the crazy thing
handling
is
my personal business and shit.
I've been playing Smite, but Smite is getting tough. Like they really need something to refresh something. Like they genuinely need to. But besides like that, we've just been like trying to low key just rotate games on Game Pass and shit, trying to find something different.
I
that
saw
might
you
make
guys
it
playing.
fun.
I think it was either last night or the night before. I saw you guys playing Multiverses. How's that?
Well, it's just still okay. I have been enjoying it. The thing that sucks though is when the first like pre-season started, I got so familiar with Superman and like he was like, okay, I got him his kit down. I know how to play him just fine, but he was a free rotation character. So when the new season started, I pretty much had to learn someone new. And I was trying to learn Tom and Jerry, but Tom and Jerry is actually fun as shit. But I'll be honest with you, I was like dog shit with him. But someone came into my stream the other day, like total like perks to this man's or woman's, I don't even know. But like, it actually took me into a private lobby and like was teaching me how to play him a lot better. So I've gotten better with him. But like,
Nice.
I don't know. Like, have you ever really been into those games too much? Like with the whole. Yeah, see, I haven't really been either. Like, it's not like entirely my vibe to like play all the time, and the fact that like to actually progress into the battle pass and stuff, if you wanted to, you can only play with one other person. You can't play like privates with four-mans and like stacks and just actually have fun and vibe out.
Yeah.
Which, in my opinion, is kind of a L. Just because I feel like that game would be a lot more enjoyable if you just had four people just partying up and like just kind of fucking around for a little bit.
Yeah. I feel that.
But they did release in the new season. I
I
can't
addressed it.
remember. Was he bumping?
Drop the link in
Oh,
Discord.
Jesus Christ. Jesus. Yeah, go and throw that in the
Actually,
PM
just
so
add
we
us
can
on our
let 'em
Twitter.
know.
Add us on our Twitter with your
Yeah,
link.
honestly, because we'll probably share it too. Honestly, support the bros. That's what we do.
Retweet that.
We're pretty big on that. We're pretty big on that.
Retweet the dick pic links.
Oh, wait a minute. No, so like in this season, they've already announced that they're going to add Rick and Morty, which they haven't added anybody in the beginning of the season. But I think like that's going to have a lot of hype behind it because it's fucking Rick and Morty.
Definitely.
But then they're also adding God, can't remember his name, but he's Dwayne The Rock Johnson's making a film for him right now. I'm pretty confident. Superhero.
Black Adam?
Yes. So they're adding Black Adam within this season too. I think Black Adam is actually coming before Rick and Morty. And then they're adding something from the Gremlins. Like I don't even know who it is or what it is, but it's one of the Gremlins. So like I don't have too much hype around the Gremlin thing because I don't even know what they're gonna do like hit wise. But I feel like Black Adam would be kind of cool because I feel like he's gonna be like a more of a mage from the kind of superhero he is at least.
Yeah. Stripe Gremlin? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense actually. I know Daryl was kind of hyped about him because he was saying that like from Remember This stuff and stuff. It looked pretty cool. I can't be doing that leak on Twitter. What do you mean? Twitter's like the safest place to do that actually.
Twitter is 100%.
That's like where they're all at actually. But anyways,
that's where OF girls go to make their bread. It's Twitter and Twitch now. And Twitch now.
And OF boys like you, Drastic. Come on, brother, take advantage of it.
He is the one with the mohawk.
And Twitch now. That's so fact actually, because literally, if you still look at every day I get on the recommended channels, one of them is one of those.
I was just scrolling through, and is that exactly? I was just scrolling through, and I was like, recommended channels. Let me click on some of these. Right, I've never seen any of these before. Let's just see what's going on. And two of them, not only one, two of them were
There's
fucking
two huge ones.
Were females.
That are like every time.
What's the girl's name? It's
one's like Emrath.
Amaranth. Yeah, that was the
I don't know
one.
what the fuck it is. I just remember that. And then there's another one that starts like a T or
And then
something.
there was like a Russian one, like Lux Girl or something. And they're like literally just like their only fans links are like in their description.
They got, like,
whatever. Thousands of
but
people
I feel
watching
like,
them. I'm like,
do whatever, but I really do wish that like Twitch would be like, this is supposed to be not that kind of website. But I get it. Twitch, to be honest, is not very profitable, and they haven't been forever. So when they get people like that running ads with thousands of people watching, then they're making some money. Let's be honest, right? Like they make profit off of stuff like this too. So like, it's kind of the same thing like when OnlyFans came out or OF whatever came out with their thing, and they were like, we're not gonna let people do this, and then literally like 2 days later, like, just kidding, money's too important.
I think they also don't want to get sued, low key. So if they tell females that they can't like be in their bikinis in the shower, then they're like being sexist. But it
also is like really like you say the shower one. I don't know if you've seen that. Someone was talking about that. Like she actually was in.
I sent it. When I was just scrolling through recommended channels, no bullshit. I clicked on her shit, and that's what she was doing. She was taking a fucking shower. And I'm like, bro, like, in a bikini,
that's a good marketing,
with her fucking pussy lips all out and shit. And I'm like, how the fuck is this bitch getting away with this shit? Like,
man,
how?
I really like Twitch.
I didn't even want to talk shit about it because then I'm like, oh, there's people gonna think that I just sit there and watch it. But like, legit, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, I didn't even know that was legal or like not legal, but like, there's fucking kids on like Twitch, and all this is click yes that you're 18. Like, you think a 13-year-old's not gonna click yes on that when the title is literally shower time with my babes or whatever the fuck it is? Like, come on, bro. Like, and like the thing is like,
honestly, shout out to her though for actually doing it, because honestly, if you have the ability to do it, she's so big on Twitch, dude, that she's the one getting all. She's the one who's literally getting all the dudes that actually want to watch.
Listen. So listen. So I don't actually technically have a problem with it. If you want to get on show your pussy and titties on live stream, that's up to you.
Well,
but my thing is that it takes away from the original point of Twitch was for gamers to have a platform to show that they're good at the games that they play and to build communities around that. So instead,
Twitch has been bought, so I guess that would be another argument too, right? But yes. It does suck though, because it's like, I don't know. It kind of makes you want to go to like.
I agree with you, Drastic. I agree with you.
It kind of makes you want to go to like Facebook Gaming just for the fact that Facebook Gaming will never get to that point because they're literally made it for gaming. That's the whole idea, the whole vision that they went behind with.
Well, true. Because you can actually just live stream your fucking tits and ass in the fucking shower if you wanted to on your like regular page.
On your Facebook.
On your
like no one cares. Like no one cares. Like that's the thing. But like then make like an adult version of Twitch or something then, or like add some more categories. If you want people to be able to do that on your platform, then build different categories. That would totally
You know what's
be
funny?
intelligent of Twitch,
You know
honestly,
what's
too.
funny is why like people are never gonna click on like small podcasts like ours. Like this, like the title is just chatting because her same category is just chatting. But like
Yeah, it's just
they either get to watch us two nerds talk about like cars and video games and guns and like whatever the fuck we're feel like talking about that day, or they're gonna watch like a bitch in the shower washing her titties and ass on stream.
it's like
Like I can't even lie to you.
um,
Like it is probably like a bunch of like 30-something-year-old dudes, you know, beating their little dicks in the fucking basement and shit, sweating and shit, watching this fucking little bitch wash her pussy in the fucking shower, and we're like, bro, like, can I really be mad about that? Like, she's making money. I'm not hating on her making money. I just think that like you should just. I just think Twitch should be a little bit more strict on that because it does take away from the people that are like.
or do change or add a new category. Like literally, just like you said, actually, just add a new category.
And then
Maybe they do have one.
I
No,
see-
they do have a new one actually for her.
I seen the argument Twitch After Dark.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's hilarious. No, Twitch actually does have a category. It is literally called pools, hot tubs, and beaches.
I did see that. I did see that.
That's
Well,
actually what she's in right now.
who's the dude that plays
But it's crazy. Like when I'm looking at this list,
bro?
it's
Wait.
weird.
Who's the big ass streamer that plays D&D? I think it's
And he goes
D&D.
This one.
And he has like really long hair and he's like kind of freaky looking, to be honest. He looks like a scary.
But
I don't know. I'd say there are a good community who feel that way and would love to talk about cars and games. I mean, I'm not saying that there's not, but I'm just saying that, like, obviously, there's tens of thousands of people watching actual like gaming.
it's not even like
streamers,
people are
too.
gonna hate her for that. But I mean, it's like that's not what we're saying too. Like honestly, if
Yeah,
I
make
had
it money,
her,
like,
if I had her assets,
Yeah. That's
was
my
able to
point.
do that,
No. That's exactly what I was
would be
saying.
there.
Is
But
because I physically
unfortunately,
can't do that.
It's not my cup. It's not
If-
I'm not able to.
Bro,
drink out of
if
that.
I start my live stream and I'm squatting on my chair in a fucking man thong with like my balls poking out, like I'm gonna get banned from Twitch. Like that's
It's just
point blank
crazy, though.
period. Like I
It's
can't do
crazy,
the
though.
same thing.
Like, I feel like this category is like built for something. Like they might as well just call it porn because if you look at it, it's literally all just.
They're
chicks
all
in
only
bikinis doing
they're all OnlyFans girls too. Every single one of you click on them, they got a link to
they got the links
OnlyFans
of the stuff,
where you
yeah.
can go watch them sucking dick.
It's like at
I hate to
that
say it
point,
like that, but
just-
it's true. Like you can
just
literally
call it
click
what
on
it is,
it.
though.
Yeah.
Twitch, like just call it your OFs or whatever. Call it TFs, Twitch fans.
Yeah,
and,
Twitch
like,
fans
do your
only.
thing. Like, come on, guys, it's not that hard to like separate it so people know. And also, then you also have that thing where people can commit, like they know what they're getting into truly. Because I guarantee you, if a parent was smart, they could honestly sue Twitch for this because they could say that they were exposed to the fact that they were just watching gaming and they clicked on something that was recommended and it was a quote unquote porn channel, and technically someone could easily sue them backwards for that as well if they really wanted to.
Yeah, their argument would be, well, you have to click on something that says yes, I'm over 18. Like, do you really expect a 13-year-old to not click that when the title was literally "Come watch me take a shower with my babes" or some shit?
Like literally jacuzzi.
Dude, 13-year-old me would have been in there beating the hell out my dick.
Me would have
Like, I would have been going crazy,
Honestly.
bro. I would've
like
been
micro
crazy.
bikini day. Like, oh, I wonder what that's gonna be.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. The funny thing is, I was clicking through them just like out of curiosity to see how like often this happens.
I don't want to because
There was, like- there was,
like
like-
just
There was like one guy that was like in a like female bikini and like he was like making a like a fat ass dude in like a female bikini, like making fun of him. I was like, that's low key funny as shit, but his like stream quality was horrible and his camera quality was horrible. I was like, bro, if you could pump up production a little bit, you could probably get people just off the memes off this.
it is crazy though because it's like
15,
know.
yeah, my shit would be dead. Boy, I want to
thinking
kill
there
my
are some
shit.
chicks in here that literally have 2 views as well, so they're just doing it to try to get people as well, and they're not getting like she's getting all she's still, you can tell which ones own this category still though.
Yeah.
So maybe that was what they did. Maybe that pools, hot tubs, and beaches was that category. They just wanted to make it seem less very
Dude, it's pools and beaches, bro. It's gonna be fine.
hot tubs, pools, and beaches. Like we all hang out in pools, hot tubs.
It's like
and-
it's like a bitch in the shower, like rubbing like soap on herself. Like, it's like,
Mom, I think I clicked on the wrong hot tub.
Mom, I love Twitch.
Mom, can you get me a gift card to Twitch? I need to sub.
Yeah, I need some
You
bits.
You get some cool things. I don't know what it is, but I bet it's a tweet or something. That's my best guess.
Can I use your credit card to subscribe to their private
Yeah,
website?
that's like, you never get that check, brother. Look at that check, brother.
Bro, it was recommended on Twitch. It's perfectly fine.
Mom, it was on the recommended list. Mom, I was watching Twitch and it was recommend. I thought it was Smite,
Blue
Mom.
coconut slush with nerds candy and a Powerade with some Chinese food. Jesus fuck. Did you goddamn? Did you have any sense of direction when you went to go pick up that meal?
That all sounds so good, but I don't think ever my mind would be like, this sounds
Never.
good together.
Never.
Like I could do a nerd slush like on itself, just if I'm out and it's a Takata or something.
With like a coney.
But then you literally, yeah, or like, and then you're like, you know what could go good with this ice
Some
slushy
fried
drink?
rice and some fucking teriyaki chicken.
Like, it's like, it probably eats like he's a pregnant woman on a diet.
Nah,
earlier.
dude eats like a 6-year-old kid, bro. It's like
Like,
fucking
Dino
chocolates
chicken nuggets and a chocolate shake,
and
and I can go for
a
some
piece of
coconut.
pizza. I hate coconut too. Ugh.
Okay, see, I guess that's also like you had two people choose a decision. That's okay. That's more of a thing too. Because you chose one. thing
Either
and she
that
chose
sounds
something
like a
else.
person that
That's
smokes a lot of weed, or a child that would order those
That's
combination
true,
of
that.
it.
There you
person
go. Can I get
smokes a lot of
some nerds
Dude,
in my
I'm
slush?
fucking nerd slushy sounds so good right now.
I don't know about you, but I could go for some General Tso's chicken. I would eat all that. Like I'm not telling you what you got was disgusting because I would
Pizza
mean,
and
I'm-
chocolate.
I would eat all of it. I just don't know if together it's like the combination that I'm looking for when I'm hungry.
No.
But now I'm actually starting to get hungry thinking about it, and I kind of want some Chinese food.
I
Like actually,
can't even
low-key thinking
imagine.
about ordering some General Tso's chicken.
I
with some-
literally can't even imagine like going out in public and thinking that like, I'm gonna order these two completely different types of things to eat
For
together
dinner.
for dinner.
with my kids drinking my adult meal.
Dude, you could have got like a lemonade or a tea or a soda, or you got a coconut slush with a blue coconut slush with nerds, and then you got fried rice
Powerade. And you
with
got a
orange
Powerade.
chicken.
Everybody Buzz just exposed himself here. He knew that it wasn't a good decision.
Yeah,
but
he,
just
he didn't.
figured it out.
He knew when he came in here he was gonna get fucking roasted when he made that comment in the fucking chat.
Well, a drink. Yeah, no. I mean, I kind of personally assumed that you didn't get Chinese from.
He's like, honestly, I love blue jeans. He's like, honestly, I love blue jeans and fucking sandals with socks and a polo shirt. He's like, honestly, that's just how I dress.
Oh, God.
This is how I eat too. Like
Sometimes over my polo shirt, I'll wear a Hawaiian
tie?
shirt unbuttoned halfway.
like, dude, it's just who I am, bro. I'm just a crazy wild person, dude.
and I definitely do have to sometimes choose between a fedora and a cowboy hat.
Like, dude, I'm just a crazy person. I like blue coconut slush with nerds and fucking fried rice and
no,
orange
we've seen
chicken.
your OF. We've seen your OF. We know how you dress, brother. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
dude. I seen your OF. I know how you don't dress. More importantly.
it. Yeah. Smiles is getting roasted live right here, mum. Oh, shit, mum.
It's like one of those. I can guarantee you, he has lamb chops. He has no mustache or goatee. Just his beard just comes to here, and then nothing in between. Looking like fucking Wolverine with a polo
Yeah.
shirt on. his sock.
Thanks for joining up, brother. Like, we appreciate you.
Yeah, no, you're a good dude, bro. You're just a fucking absolute weirdo.
But when you
Get
order food,
fucked.
when you're ordering food, maybe don't go to Sonic and then Chinese. Like, try to stick in the genre.
He said he was about to head to
Genre.
Amaranth stream. Actually, with the food that you ordered, I
That's
would
another-
100% expect you to be watching Amaranth
I was
stream.
gonna say. I was like, honestly, brother,
I'm not
everyone in the
surprised.
stream's already eating
They
that.
eat the same thing. One of those brownies. Remember those brownies that we had as kids that had like the little like fucking Cosmo? Dude, he eats that exact meal but with Cosmo brownies to watch Amaranth stream and with a big bottle of lotion and some Kleenexes on the fucking desk.
Oh, he's the next snack is Dino Nuggies.
And he doesn't even wash his hands before he takes care of business.
But he only eats the T-Rex dino nuggies because the other ones aren't cool enough for him.
What that vegetarian bullshit? Bully Stream definitely recommend this to his friend. You should, bro. Anybody, hey, look, anybody can come in here and get it, bro. I'm down to fuck. I've not been drinking Hennessy, brother.
Anybody who's listening to this or thinking that,
Get
Dia's a good
fucked.
friend of ours. We've been gaming a lot, so obviously we're not gonna do this just to anybody. Unless you ask us to, then yeah, we will roast you.
Yeah, bring somebody to
Live.
the stream and we'll roast the fuck out of them, especially if they eat fucking dino
Honestly,
nuggies.
I would turn this podcast into just a roasting session because
That'd
I'm
be sick.
very happy to do that. Like, don't
Yeah.
worry. Like, if you want that, I'm more than happy to offer you that. If you're, what is that called? Like a
A
what is it
roast?
called? No, I'm talking about like people that like want to be,
Oh, boy.
you know, no, like no. Well, generally it's like physically, I guess maybe.
You mean
I
a
don't know.
cuck?
I don't think it's actually lucky. I don't think it's do hit.
Look,
But as
if you
an
got
adult, I
if
don't
you
think
got
I've ever ate them.
no,
But as a kid, they did hit dip.
if you got
But I
a
don't think I've ever ate nano nuggets as an adult. Like I'm just gonna go to Chick-fil-A and get chicken nuggets.
yeah, if you
bro.
got a healthy amount of ketchup, dude, them nuggies could probably smack. Y'all both gonna catch heat. I'm on demon time today. Yeah, clearly, we just saw your fucking
Heat,
dinner.
brother.
We just saw your dinner, man. We know what time you're on today.
Like 6 times tonight. But I was gonna be stepping away from his mouse and keyboard when we're playing later.
His toilet's gonna be on demon time today.
No, I don't know what I ate, bros. My body cannot hold this shit, literally.
Dude, I should never miss that blue coconut fucking slushy with Nerds and Powerade with my orange chicken and fucking.
Okay, real talk. We're already so far into this.
Oh,
What did you get for your Chinese food?
yeah, clear that up real quick.
Please tell me, for God's sake, you did not get raw sushi.
Yeah, no, actually, please don't tell me you got the sweet and sour chicken where you have to dip it in the sauce.
No, like this is vital information. We're gonna need to know what you ordered.
Dude, knowing him, he got like chicken on a stick with like white rice.
Yeah, that's true. He could have just got literally like a kid's meal.
He just got a child's meal.
Steak and chicken with rice.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. He had to pretend like he's being an adult.
Right. Was it white rice or was it fried rice? Because this is really gonna define
Yeah,
whether or not.
yeah, he went into the Chinese place to order that. Dude, he went in there to order that. It's like, I swear to God, I don't have a blue coconut slushy in the car right now with Nerds in it. Give me an adult meal now.
I actually really want some fried rice right now.
Yeah,
You know what's funny? No, he went in there and said, "You guys got chicken nuggets?" No, we got steak
dude.
and chicken.
Same thing. Let me get two. Get fucked.
She's melting. Dude, drastic. Oh.
Because my nerds are not gonna be frozen as fuck when I chew on them, dude.
Brother, I can't.
Dude,
these
I
are-
guarantee you, Drastic picks the nerves out of his slushy to eat them first. He's sitting there chewing on nerds and then taking a bite of steak and
Okay.
chicken.
Real talk. Speaking on nerds,
Like, who can eat steak and chicken while their tongue is like purple and green and shit?
I don't go inside. Actually, that's awesome, me, dude. I hate going inside and picking up food.
Oh, fuck, bro.
Real talk though, I don't know if you eat candy like at all. I don't. I know how you are like super. Okay, so you know how nerds used to have that gummy rope candy? Where it
Yeah,
had,
that
like,
shit used to
the gummy on it?
slap, bro.
They have them like now cut up in like really small like portions, like in bags.
Damn.
And they have them, but the gummies aren't like how they used to be, kind of hard now, like the old stick rope ones or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like a soft gummy, dude. They are so fucking good. Bites, yeah. Like Nerd Bites or something, dude. Those.
Of course,
Like, honestly,
Drastic knows the name.
If you're ever craving something sweet and you
Oh,
just
fuck.
by chance want to try something, dude, like that's seriously worth it. I think actually everybody's had them yesterday. They're squishy. Yeah, they're so freaking good. Although I actually prefer. I think I like the
Look at this guy, bro.
regular ones.
Bro, wait.
Yeah, I
Wait, yeah, I was gonna say, wait, you telling me you had nerd bites yesterday, today? You ate a blue
obviously
coconut
he saves-
slushy with nerds in it.
Obviously,
Bro,
he's a classy man. He saves the nerd
Bro.
ropes for Saturday.
dude, you are not 17, bro. You are old as fuck. You're probably like 36. Which is fun. Which makes it even funnier that you're so old because you just literally eat nerds 2 days in a row.
No, you're thinking of Josh. He's not that old. He actually is younger than me, but he's not 17.
He's an adult, bro. He's eating
No, he's
nerds 2
definitely
days
an
in a
adult.
row. Is how
I
y'all
don't know,
do
dude.
me?
Nerds and slushies do hit diff though. You probably haven't had one of those either.
I have actually.
Nerds and slushies actually.
When
do
I was
hit
like
different.
13 or 14, I had that.
Okay, well, I'm not saying I won't eat this, Justin, because I wholeheartedly am a fat ass and I would actually eat that stuff. I wouldn't eat all together. I think your choice of combination was very poor and not strategic, but
Dude, you got a child that is. You should be an example, not be the other child. His baby
What if-
mama has 2 children. Give her my number. I could raise you and your son. Oh wow, this is getting dark. Yeah,
well, that escalated very quickly.
wow, you're a real dick,
But no, for real.
dude. That's funny as shit, bro. I ate fucking nerds yesterday and then nerds today, dude. Tomorrow, you know what I think you should have? Skittles.
What if this? What if? What if he was like forced, like he has to spin a wheel to figure out what he's eating, and it has one wheel is drinks and one wheel is
Nerds is on both options.
maybe he's like maybe he has a TikTok or YouTube channel. That's what he does.
He just
Nerds is both
it's like one's drink. All right, now I
Yeah,
gotta spin
bro.
the wheel. What can I?
Nerds.
Chicken and nerds.
Yo, I feel like that'd actually be funny content though. Like you just have to go and get. I mean, that honestly probably fuck your stomach up if you got real shit
Dude.
combos.
Dude.
But like if you really did like a
Yeah, like if
TikTok
you
thing
got
where it's
steak and chicken and rice and then nerds.
Yeah, you know what's the sad part? It should be a new topic. Tomorrow, I think should be the topic.
Oh fuck, bro.
Tomorrow.
Dude, you have like I'm not even gonna lie to you, brother. Your diet has this guy. You gotta be fucking unhealthy, man. Like you need to eat a salad. Like
To be
eat
fair,
a
though-
salad without nerds in it too. By the way, when I say a
He's living his
salad,
life. He's living his life.
hey
right now. He's
man,
eating
look,
raw.
do you? But trust me, that is not gonna last a long time. You're gonna regret that when you're older, eating that much goddamn candy, brother.
Look, he really Chinese though right now. I think I might order something to get done.
Yeah, look, I'm feeling some nerds, brother. I wish I ate candy. The funny thing is, y'all frying like y'all would eat it.
I've said multiple times over and over. I would eat everything you're eating.
Um,
110%. He probably wouldn't because he is.
Nah, I wouldn't eat the drink. I would not eat the drink.
But
I definitely.
honestly
I
eat
love
all that
Asian
for
food though.
Thursday.
I love Asian food. I would most 100% eat your dinner. I would just not
I feel
eat
like I
a
feel like
blue coconut
Like,
slushy
no,
with nerds.
genuinely though, I feel like Asian food is too hearty of a meal to be eating with something like that.
There's no fucking way,
Like-
brother. There's,
Like a chicken with rice is too hearty of a meal to be eating with like a
I
sauce.
don't like Powerade. No, I don't actually. I like
Honestly,
Gatorade.
brother, I'm trying to get sponsored by Gatorade.
Yeah.
So-
No, not no, but I actually don't like Powerade. There's something about it. I like Gatorade better, way better. With what, a Powerade? What? No, bro, you ate a slushy with fucking nerds in it. A blue coconut slushy with
Actually-
nerds in it is not the same as drinking a Powerade.
I'm drinking Propel right now, which is a product of Gatorade. So honestly, I think I'd have to say Gatorade, but I really don't drink Powerade or Gatorade. If I drink, I drink.
I'm an adult, okay? If I'm gonna be unhealthy, this is what I'm gonna be unhealthy with.
Okay, but what's the best Powerade at least? Like, are you gonna come at me and say like the
Are you gonna
red
say
is the-
yellow? You just said. All right,
Oh, I'm
don't change up your
confused.
story now
Okay,
because
so now
you
I'm
just
confused. Yeah,
said
now you
because
eat the slushy.
no,
You
no.
just had a slushy today, and then now you're eating your Chinese food with the Powerade. Is that what you're saying?
No, bro. He
think
literally
that's what
said, no, dude. He literally said, hold on, let me go back.
Maybe
and
he let
find
the
the
Chinese food cool down for 2 hours.
He said, so I went and got a Sonic, a blue coconut slushy with nerds candy, and a Powerade with some Chinese food.
Yeah, that's confusing, Justin.
So you got that all at once. Don't fucking lie. Yeah,
I'm not-
you got the blue Powerade. We saw that, but the
No,
fact that
blue
you got
Powerade
the
with Chinese does sound good right now.
the
Like, I'm
fact that you
100%
got the problem that we have is not with the Powerade. It's with the slushy with candy in it that you
I feel
ate.
like that the story changed, or the way you.
He
worded
said,
it.
"I have a slushy. I didn't eat it."
I said I have a slushy. I didn't say I ate a slushy. Wait, but why are you buying a slushy to let it melt?
Look at my face right now. Hey, you know what my kids
Wait,
you know what I do to my kids when they lie? Slap them on the fucking hand.
Wait, so are you actually saving a slushy for later?
Okay, so here the conversation just keeps going left drastic. You're telling me that you bought a slushy and you didn't eat it. So what are you about to drink later? Just the syrup with some nerds in it? It's just gonna be syrup with nerds.
See, Justin, I feel like we're not getting.
Hey,
to
bro, you
get out
should
of this
just
whole
ate the slushy and just went with that.
honestly, like, cause I don't know.
I'm gonna change his name in Discord to Blue Coconut Slushy with Nerds. I didn't get it all at once. Monkey face. I wasn't getting food. Yes, my son gets off at
You
3:15.
got a slushy, but you. Okay, I'm lost at this point. No, we're established.
You literally said I got a slushy and a
Oh.
Powerade and Chinese food. How did? Hold up,
I
hold
guess
up.
he was just telling us
Listen.
his diet for the day.
Okay, wait. So you told me that you hadn't eaten anything today except a blue coconut slushy with nerds and some Chinese food, because that's actually worse. At least if you had a decent lunch, you know what I'm saying, some foundation to build off of.
Honestly, though, dude, I really want some Chinese food. Though.
Honestly, Drastic, we're just fucking with you and telling you what I have right now, bro. You literally, Drastic.
Make up your mind, old man.
What are you talking about, dude?
Man.
Listen, just because you got fucking flamed in this bitch doesn't mean that we really care that much.
No, I'm just gonna.
I love steak and chicken and rice. I would probably not eat the slushy, but that's for different reasons.
What time is it? Is it still early? It's still too early for dinner. Hell yeah, it is.
What, dude? It's 4:30.
Yeah, I don't need to like 6.
Bro, y'all
It's not
dumb
that
as
early.
fuck. Laugh out loud.
I mean, you're not wrong,
Dude,
I'm
good
not
one.
gonna-
Hey, honestly, Drastic, that was a good one, dude. You got me, dude. Fucking blue coconut, fucking
I'm gonna
slushy
hit
with
you back
nerds in
with
it.
Equal, no you.
The legit 3 IQ
Great,
among the
cool.
both of you. Yeah, bro, you got me good, brother.
I'm running at least a 1.3.
Honestly, I think I have a 6 IQ, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty stupid.
That's like at least a 7.3, but for both of us. So you're like not even halfway there.
Of course, anybody that eats that kind of diet probably is either a genius or a fucking straight or dumbass. English test.
Well,
tough, huh?
actually, I work with a lot of smart people.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that's the kind of diets that I see those people be eating when they go to the cafeteria. Fun fact, I guess that's
You
just
know what's
kinda-
funny though? Actually, now that I think about it, I work in
discuss-
IT, and probably everybody I work with eats that type of shit because they're all pretty fucking.
But I think it's because a lot of people never cared to learn how to cook, so a lot of times they just eat whatever's available. Available
And
to
dude,
them.
and honestly, a blue coconut slushy with nerds and Chinese food is always available to everyone.
And apparently, we're never gonna drop this at this point. So English just tough. Huh?
Try to hit him with the no. I said. Just
I guess like commas would help or something. I don't know. Dude.
the
I
good
got
thing
lost.
is if we ever meet in person, I know that you're a real easy man to please. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to sit here and have somebody cook a crazy meal for you. Like I can just be like, hey, let's go to the freezer section, get us some Dino Nuggies,
Wait, it is
a bag of
big.
Skittles, and a babe, dude. We're good. Oh, thanks, brother. I'm not eating dinner. I have an actual
Or
meal
what's gonna
prepared.
happen is- or
I'll
what's
send you a
gonna
picture
happen-
later.
I'll make you some authentic chef food, and then you'll
I have an
be good.
actual meal.
go back.
Grilled chicken with potatoes and green beans. But you know that's like what weirdos eat. Like people that are adults.
Honestly, though, if you haven't already been to Amaranth right now, you probably should because this is just good quality content.
Honestly, if you have a Twitch Prime that you're not using right now, go sub to Amaranth.
because she's showing you a cool tub. I think she's in the bathroom interior design industry. I think, and that's what she's really trying to do with these streams. Is she's trying to give you like different design to
1000%.
go with, which is really cool actually, because you never think people in like trades would be doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive. People with wives. I don't have a wife.
He's talking about.
Oh, plural, because you have multiple.
Yeah. I have multiple wives. Yeah. I have seven wives.
Female wife.
Check my Instagram.
Come to my Instagram. I have 7 female wives. Dude, that shit will never get old. That entire video was gold.
Hell yeah.
From start to finish, that video was pure gold. Or
It's
9 to 12.
amazing how crazy you could like up a video and like how perfect that video can be by accident, probably.
Just from running into people that probably have smoked crack a few times in their life.
Drastic, nobody believes you with your diet, bro. By bitches, you mean like Ken dolls? Like,
I'll be honest with you, that actually sounds more believable because if you had a wife, there's no way in hell she'd let you on that diet. So I feel like that's actually might be a little bit inaccuracy.
if you had a bunch of bitches, they also wouldn't let you be on the diet either.
I don't know, dude.
They'd be making you buy them food,
about
and
it.
then you'd eat like a normal person.
True. You'd be poor, brother.
Drastic. You got no wives. I have 7 female wives.
wives. Check my Instagram. What's that even mean, dude? Loki actually is like super like religious and super Mormon and actually has like 7 wives and people thought he was joking.
Yeah. His
Like, this is my
Instagram is just
religion.
him and a bunch of bitches and sheets.
This is my religion. How dare you disrespect it? And we were all sitting there making memes out of it. Like, oh, it's hilarious, dude. And he's over here like, no, for real, dude. Do you not know our Lord and Savior Jesus?
Controlling ass girlfriends. Yeah.
Oh, nice to meet you. I thought that your name was
Christian?
different.
Yeah, I'm
I
Daniel.
thought your name was different, actually. Yeah, I'm Brian.
Yeah.
But most of my friends call me Ducky. Like, that's the hence the gamer tag and stuff. But
Yeah, I go by Glock, but my name is
I never knew
Daniel.
your name was Christian, though, actually. That's kind of cool. Like, it's such a unique name.
Yeah.
Support that for sure. So actually, I know we kind of got off topic here for like the last
Your mom's probably way right.
hour. Did you speaking? Because I kind of wanted to actually talk about this, but we kind of spelled out. We were talking about Fortnite and we were talking about multiverses, and I kind of want to get back onto like an actual topic, but besides just roasting Drastic personally. Did you see? It's only on Epic, I think. No, it's not because it's on consoles. Rumble versus. Did you ever check that game out? Do you even know what that is? So it's a new battle royale. It's actually getting a lot of like hype behind it, just because it's a super like different concept. But you're literally a wrestler in a battle royale, and I think there's like 40 50 person lobbies, and the game concept is really unique, really different because it's like combo based kind of stuff. Because obviously you're like hand to hand combat. But the only complaints, like, I played it not that long because it's only 2-person. So once you get more than another person in their Discord, you're not going to try to run a 2-person game. Otherwise, you're just bailing on everyone else. But Daryl and I played it, a few games of it, and like it feels kind of like the mechanics are a little clunky. Like they definitely need to work on it, definitely need to update it a little bit. But the concept and the gameplay is definitely there. Like getting the combos down, the way you can heal and stuff, but your health doesn't like consistently regenerate. You have to like, I think it's like eat chicken or whatnot to heal and stuff. But I do genuinely believe that if they fix the clunkiness of the game, and if they get like some big people behind it, they can make like a competitive scene behind that game.
Sounds funny.
And I think Epic owns it. Oh, and that truly though, it's one of those games that when you first look at it, you first download it, you think it's just a meme game.
Yeah, it looks. That sounds.
The fact that you say it's funny, it looks like a meme game. Like the characters, the way you make your characters look like they're all like stereotypical wrestlers that all have like some like pretty much a stereotype to them in the way that they look and whatnot. But I don't know. It honestly looks like a pretty fun game. I just feel like it wasn't so clunky. I feel like that's where they need to fix on it for sure. But the concept and the play is pretty clean in the sense of
I'll watch a video.
like how to do it. I think maybe it's not actually too big on Twitch, but I do know that they were saying that their player base was like pretty excessive. I guess because
You said I like Escape from Tarkov, the only
like
the
right
console
now.
game. Hey brother, you should come play Escape from Tarkov with me and see how I play it. I would bet right now that if we played Escape from Tarkov, you would die every single raid we played. If I don't save you. And I'm never gonna crouch walk.
The crouch walk game.
I'll show you.
Honestly,
I'll show you
though,
how to play it. I'll
I'm
show you how to
not
play it.
I'm not a Tarkov fan, but also maybe you could say the same thing about me with Smite. To be fair, I really only like Smite. I play other stuff just to mix it up, but I'm great at it, so I enjoy it. But yeah, there's like apparently there's no one streaming Rumbleverse right now. So if you were able to somehow get really good at it and it blew up, I guess it would be a good thing to do.
Bro,
But
have you ever played Tarkov before?
okay, are my eyes fooling me, or did his color change on his text?
It did change a little bit
Okay, bro,
darker.
I thought I was.
Bro, have never played Tarkov before, obviously.
I think
If
he was
you
watching.
if you ran into me playing Tarkov, bro, you would be like, that is insane that this guy just literally just jumped across the hallway and then back across the hallway and then one tapped me in the face while I was sitting there holding a weird angle where my face was extremely obviously showing. Yeah, I'm gonna start streaming again soon, so Drastic C can watch me and see how people play Tarkov. Dude, people sit in corners in every FPS video game. People do it in Call of Duty, people do it in fucking Fortnite, people do it in every game.
Like, it's just kind of the unfortunate.
That's a matter of the people playing the game, not the mechanics of the game promoting that.
Was like the cool thing about I think it was Hyperscape or whatever. Is that the one that came out that like
No.
kind of it died real quickly? It
I
died
don't know
really
who the fuck
quickly.
you're watching, Drastic, but that is not true. Go look up Landmark. Go look up Willer Z. Go look up Trey 24K, Smitty Stone, Toothy. Go look up. Trust me, I don't know who the fuck you're watching. Like maybe like fucking Doctor Disrespect, because he's garbage. But like, go look up anybody that's actually good at the game.
You want to
No one
watch a
sits
good
around a
Taco
corner.
player, honestly, just probably
Watch I Pop a
find
Glock when he
something else to
streams.
do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or-
for that.
Or
But
get
just find something else to do.
nobody that's good at
because-
the game sits in a corner. The only time you ever even slow down in that game is when you're actively in a fight, and that's because most of the time you obviously cannot
What if you're
effectively
looting?
sprint and shoot at somebody at the same time because it's not
What
Fortnite.
if you're looting? Do you like continuously run while you're unloading a?
Well, yeah, but then you're not sitting in a corner waiting on someone if you're looting. But yeah,
Imagine you already killed someone in a corner campaign, so now you're sitting in that corner looting. Does that make you a corner camp?
no, actually, that's actually a common. That's a common argument. That's
actually.
actually a common argument too. Like with the extracts, like people will say that people are extract camping, but like if I'm just running to the extract and I happen to beat you there, and you're running to the extract, like literally right after me, I might kill you, and you might think I was extract camping, but I was
Well,
legit just.
Because you know,
I don't actually. That's
'cause you
never
know
happened
there
to
are
me.
toxic people that are doing that.
Definitely. It's like
But
a
they're
whole.
probably also the shitters of the game because they're the people that only
They're
can kill
ass.
people if they completely catch people.
And a
off
lot of
guard.
times they die. A lot of times they die. doing
Exactly.
that, too.
Well, I think that's kind of the cool thing. It's the same thing with Smite in a sense. Completely different skill caps. I know we have talked about this, but it's kind of the nice thing about stuff like that. Like the skill cap is so large though that even when people do that, you could still outplay them.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the same thing with
If
people.
most people that play slow, like if you play against someone like me that plays all the time and is good at the game, if you play slow against me, you're gonna get punished for it because you're just not gonna be able to. The server tick alone is gonna prevent you from being able to react in time, which is why playing fast in Tarkov, all the really good players play fast. I don't know who the fuck he's watching that's crouching around playing. Tarkov, but I promise you, go watch somebody that's good at the game. They're using the server tick and the surprise effect of moving fast in that game to their advantage, and they're winning gunfights 90% of the time, if not more. Anybody that plays slow in Tarkov is not a good player and is getting shit on most of the time. There's a very, very, very select few people that will like actually can rat good, and they do it like ironically as like a meme. Like there's literally one guy's name is Xfil Camper,
Right,
and he's
bro.
like ironically like camps and like hides and like plays in corners. But like when you watch him play up really like aggressively, he's actually fucking cracked. Like he's fucking good as fuck. But he got famous on Twitch and the Tarkov community
Okay.
because he was like memeing, doing what like trash people do.
Trash people.
In my opinion, and that's my opinion, people get mad about that. But honestly, if you have to resort to extract camping or camping in a dark room with the door closed and waiting on somebody to walk through a door, like you're garbage. Like that's just my opinion. It's one thing to slow down, like when you're about to have a fight and you hear some
Plus,
footsteps,
like,
like
how can
everybody,
you
even the
have
best players,
fun
will slow
doing
down. But to just sit there and just wait for somebody to run past you or for somebody to extract, like honestly, first of all, what a fucking waste of time that's got to be.
Yeah, me
Two,
personally,
you have
that's
to be
definitely not
absolute
fun
dog
at
shit.
all. It's so unenjoyable. for me
People are like,
personally.
I'm not bad. It's a valid tactic. I mean, I guess sure. If you get out of the raid alive, I mean that's the goal of the game. But you're fucking dog shit because most of the raids I get out alive, I probably have better KD, better survival rates than most of these guys, if not all of them. And I run around the fucking map constantly. So Like, it's very hard for people to convince me that that's like an effective strat. It is an A strat, but it's not an effective one. Not in the long term. Bro, there's no way. There's no way.
I don't really play EFT, so.
And then, some people will do it as like to be quote unquote to be trolls. But like, there's a certain point where like, okay, you do it once or twice, or maybe even for a day, you're just fucking sick of the game and you're just being a troll and you just want to piss people off. But to do it all the time and then act like you're trolling, no, you're not trolling. You're just actually ass at this game because that's how you really play it. And then those people will talk shit about the people that play like me and be like, well, if you want to play Call of Duty, then just go play Call of Duty. And like, no, I don't. Like, you think that I want to play Call of Duty because I don't crouch walk around the map? Like, no, that's because you're dog shit. Because you get shit on every time you have to fight somebody. So the thing is, those people were still not. They don't want to fight. What they want is a free kill. That's the point of hiding and escape from Tarkov.
How big are the maps?
Pretty big.
Excellent question. Let's ask.
Pretty big. I don't know exactly how big. They're like, I don't know.
So huge.
I don't know. I don't know what to compare them to. I'm pretty big though. It'll take you a few IRL minutes to run across the map in Tarkov. Like 4 to 5 minutes, I would say, to run across. Like if you just sprinted straight across the map, it'd probably take you 4 or 5 minutes, like with stamina drain and everything, to run clean across it without stopping. Without stamina drain, I don't know. You could probably run across. If you could have no stamina drain in Tarkov, maybe like 2 minutes, you could run all the way across. But they're pretty big. They're pretty big maps. Like, and that's another thing about people. A lot of hang time in between fights. I hate DayZ for that reason. Yeah. No. That's how EFT is. There is a lot of downtime, but the whole point of Tarkov is not. It's not a PvP game.
The harder part
It's a
really
survival looter game with PvP in it.
Games. That's the part for me that was really big. I mean, obviously, I was asked of the game. I'm not gonna cap. Well, it's pretty obvious, but the downtime also from actually being in game was.
That's something you just gotta get used to.
It was unenjoyable.
See, I use that downtime to reorganize my. You gotta get a kit ready, reorganize your stash. Like, there's a lot of things you can do in downtime.
My ranked, which at the same time I really shouldn't be complaining because at that point the queue pops for Smite ranked can be literally like 6-7 minutes.
Yeah. Well, another thing is when you get better at the game and get more into it, there's a lot of shit you can do in between.
Oh, that's
raids.
true.
That
but
you're
you
not doing
know
when
how
you're
to
just
do everything too, though.
Yeah.
You get rid of shit a lot quicker too, though, because like you're not gonna pick up stuff like I was. I was just picking up whatever. Even if you guys said I don't need it, like I would still fill my backpack if I could, because obviously at the beginning.
That's the thing is knowing what to do in that downtime in Tarkov is important. Like if you don't want to get bored, I guess, because the constant requeuing can also fuck you because if you're not good, you're just gonna be burning through your gear that you're gonna keep dying with.
That's just true. Which I was really good at doing that too.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense why you like Fortnite. Like I'm not saying you like Fortnite, but you're good. I know you're good at Fortnite, but that's more of like a battle royale thing or just a straight up arena mode game. The Tarkov, we talked about this before, so we're not gonna get super into it, especially because we're about to end it. But Tarkov is releasing an arena mode. Yeah, like COD or Apex has arena mode or fucking any arena multiplayer game mode. Like Tarkov is releasing that, so. It's going to be just strictly PvP, small map, either like domination or team deathmatch or search and destroy, whatever game modes. In Tarkov, they're releasing like a mode for that. Yep, it's gonna be sick too. My only concern with it is that I feel like it's not going to bring that many new people in, but what it's going to do is it's going to split the player base of people that only want to play that already play the game are going to go to that and never play the regular game.
There's people that are really good at the game too that are going to abuse the fact that they have so much time to play that they're going to go do that just to be great at it.
Probably
which
I'm going to do.
I'm
probably going to do for a while. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to be shitting on people that are
will grow. So if you're one of the best players, you're going to get more attention that way.
Well, the streaming community is already big with Tarkov. Honestly, there's already like thousands.
But I'm saying for the sake of there's going to be a lot more people watching too, though. In that context, like it get caught as a lot of people who watch it just to.
It's going to be a huge advantage for somebody like me that's already an aggressive Tarkov player and good at it to go and play it in an aggressive PvP only game mode, because even the people that are good at Tarkov but maybe they're not aggressive players or good at PvP are going to go try it and they're still not going to be able to compete with the better PvPers. And then there's going to be brand new people that are going to come and obviously don't know Tarkov mechanics at all. They're just going to get fucking rolled constantly, even by regular Tarkov players. And then there's going to be people like me also that enjoy the regular Tarkov that are going to be like, all right, that was fun for, a month or two, and I'm going to go back to playing Tarkov because it's the whole point is Tarkov itself is the game mode I like. Is it going to be the same where you lose shit? How is that? No, it's not. It's completely separate arena mode. So they haven't released the specifics, but from what the main developer said, is that it's going to be basically like a preset loadouts that you can choose from or use, and then you go in there.
It's nice
You
too,
play your
'cause then
match. If you win, you can win something. Like it's not gonna be anything crazy, but you can win something. That'll go back to your stash, but everything else stays. It's like has zero effect on your main character's stash or stats or anything.
Which is also nice too, though, because at the same time, you're not going to be getting outplayed by people just because they have better loot than you too.
Yep.
Like you can use
It'll
it
be
as an
way
excuse.
more even. Because there's not gonna be a guy like me wearing level 6, the best armor, best helmet, best gun, best ammos running in there while you have the worst shit.
You're not
Like
gonna
in a
have-
normal raid, I'm running that shit at this point already, even in the wipe, and it's very recent wipe. I'm already doing that. I'm running the best gear you can run constantly, so I'm just shitting on people. But in that, I'll have to use worse gear than I'm running now. But the people that are running way worse gear than that are going to be running better gear. So the gear wise, it'll even out a little bit, but still, if you don't understand the mechanics, the lead mechanics, the peaks, if you don't understand recoil and gun jams and like all the shit that Tarkov has mechanic wise, you're gonna get rolled constantly. COD low key be like that. Yeah, COD. I mean, it's gonna be an arena game mode, so we'll see how it goes. Like, I'll be definitely streaming that when it starts.
Honestly, I
I'll
really
probably
do
be
think
streaming
that'll be
before
the
then.
time where I
But
try to get into it. Like I know that I keep saying stuff with that, but
you
I
really
really do
gotta.
feel like
Yeah,
I would get into it because I don't have to worry about losing my shit.
I think the main problem with that too, for people that aren't like yourself, that aren't mouse and keyboard players, is that you're going to be going into a game where you don't get the chance to like just play mouse and keyboard for like
But I
more
am
of a
trying to get back to Valorant,
regular
though.
game.
No, but I have been
Because
playing Valorant. That's why I've been trying to play Valorant more.
okay,
Because Valorant is mouse and keyboard only. You can't use controller as well.
yeah, because
So I've been,
if you
which is
play
still different because Valorant has the whole, like don't ADC kind of stuff.
and like half the
Yeah,
amount of
whatever.
keybinds that Tarkov
Which is
has
also
too.
true. But even still, going from nothing to at least getting used to using keyboard
A
mechanics
baseline,
to
yeah.
exceeding keyboard mechanics at least helped me a lot. So that's actually why we've been trying to play Valorant too. But like, obviously for me, I like to play with people, so I'm not going to play that game by myself, especially since although I will say, weird enough, I've been getting in some really like healthy lobbies because like I had some good games. Like I was staying positive KDs, but I definitely had a lot of like really bad games too, and like people were super
Toxic.
not dicks. No, like not toxic at all, which was weird to me.
Oh, like really nice.
Because you know me playing Smite, if you mess up, the whole lobby is just completely roasting your ass.
Yeah.
So like I'm used to the toxic community in Smite.
It's like
It was
it's kind of
just
like when
refreshing. Like I go 1 in like 12 dead ass, and like they're like, "Oh, don't worry, we know you're new," because they see my level, and like, and they're like giving me pointers and stuff, and I'm like, "That's weird." It's really refreshing because I try to do that in Smite if I know the person's actually new. Don't get me wrong.
it's
But
like
it's harder in Smite
bro,
because you can't see levels in game.
bro, it's like when you fucking order blue coconut slushy with nerds and Chinese food at the same time. Like you just get fucking roasted. Drastic. I switched to mouse and keyboard actually to play Tarkov. That is the sole reason I switched to mouse and keyboard. And then now that I've been doing it for a couple of years, one, I'm very good at it, but two, I will only use mouse and like the only thing I use controller for, because I did buy an Xbox Series X, was to play like RPG type games. Like I replayed Skyrim on it, or like Assassin's Creed, or like shit like
This
that.
is gonna sound
But I will
stupid
not
for
play
me.
FPSs in controller. I will not.
But this is gonna sound stupid for me because the hard part for me for Smite to KBM is that I already play the hardest role
First
on
of all,
controller to play controller, and I'm already better than anybody I play with in that role.
First of all, it's
So
like
for me to
this.
switch to mouse and keyboard is completely different when I'm already like super good on controller in that role.
First of all, that's blowing the fuck out of me. KBM. Keyboard and mouse. It's mouse.
But you know what I mean though, because like I play carry role, I main carry role. I'm literally, I personally believe that I am the best carry that I play with. So for me to go to mouse and keyboard and which in Smite, the most beneficial role on mouse and keyboard in Smite is carry. So since I'm already at a very high level carry skill level with controller, it makes it even harder for me to be convinced to switch over.
Yeah.
Because then I'm now supposed to be having an advantage being on mouse and keyboard, but now I'm going back and now
Well,
I'm lesser of it.
that was
Much
my
like
thing. That was my thing with COD. So I was still super heavy into COD when I first started switching to mouse and keyboard for EFT. When I finally got really good at mouse and keyboard, I went back and tried to play COD, and bro, I was fucking ass. Like I was like, what the fuck? Like I'm just not like it. Just the muscle memory was not there. You know what I mean? So like trying to keep up with the level I was playing before on controller was just not going to happen. But
That's the
now
reason I
after a
wanted
couple
to-
years, I went back to play recently when I went back to play Warzone. When I played Rebirth Island, and I dropped like 21 kills in my first game on mouse and keyboard, and then and I was playing with people that play every day, so it wasn't like my KD or like my what's it called what's the fuck is it called matchmaking.
Elo.
Yeah, it's not like
Your
that
MMR,
shit. Yeah,
Elo,
like
whatever
kicked
they
in
wanna call
because
it.
my KD
the
was
game.
still like a fucking 2 something on fucking COD on my COD account, and my homeboys that I was playing with play every single day, and they're decent. So I was like, bro, I dropped 21 kills, like I was cracked, and I played the next game and dropped like 15. I'm like, bro, I'm actually still I'm actually good at mouse and keyboard now, because now I didn't consider myself really good at mouse and keyboard until I could play other games. Like we play fucking Fortnite. I play on mouse and keyboard. I wouldn't say I'm fucking cracked, but I'm good enough where I can fucking compete with people of like a decent level. I know that I can play fucking Apex on mouse and keyboard. I was still fucking got up to diamond rank in Apex, like diamond 3 or diamond 2 on mouse and keyboard. So like I can now effectively play mouse and keyboard on basically every FPS game I play.
Yeah, this is obviously completely different from Smite too.
But then I tried to
But-
play controller Fortnite, and I actually won the game. I played on Wide Bottom Hose account, and I actually ended up winning. But that's against like Switch players.
Well, her account, yeah.
When
so
you're
it's-
gone from COD for so long, it throws you in bot lobbies the first game or two, maybe. But I was dropping kills, like over 10 kills every game. And I played for a few hours, over 10
Like, all the
every
battle
single
royales,
game.
That actually Loki.
Every single game, I dropped over 10 kills. First one was like 21, the second one was like 15, and then between that it fluctuated
But
between like 10
genuinely,
and 15.
you ask
for, like,
any Smite
hours.
player, the true advantage for mouse and keyboard on Smite is carry. That's the only role that you could even argue has an advantage. So since that's already my best role, like for me to switch over, I have no like courage to do that.
Yeah, you definitely have
That's
to
just
get back
why I
into
want
it.
to play Valorant because it's a different game. It's actually a shooter where mouse and keyboard is tremendously different.
Yeah, you definitely need to get into an FPS game that you really want to play and that your friends play, and then that's when you need to really just play mouse and keyboard and only, like you said, Valorant. Like I don't like Valorant, but like
the only two that exist today that I would actually get into.
yeah,
Like I think that generally those are the
'cause
only
that's
two.
what
I
you
just
should
like
do,
the
Dave.
playstyle. I like them differently.
I've seen that shit. Drastic. I actually saw that shit a long time ago, but I mean, I did it for a few hours though. I wasn't just like one game and I was like, oh man, I'm cracked. Like I literally for a few hours I was dropping minimum 10 kills, and my homeboys are dropping like 3, 4, 5, 6 kills a game, and they're like, oh bro, did you download cheats because you're on PC now? I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like actually. The thing about mouse and keyboard, and you play mouse and keyboard, Jessica, because you might know this, but the huge advantage is not. It's two things. It's when you need to flick on somebody. I'm sorry, but you cannot do it on a controller like you can on mouse and keyboard. And then two, the super long range shots. You can be just the way that you can adjust, like precision place your cursor on something that's super long range is way better with mouse and keyboard than it is with a joystick. The flicking and the precision, like the very long shots, are way better. Like mid to long to like regular long range shots though, in any game, I think controller you can be about the same. Like the highest level players could be about the same on controller and on mouse and keyboard. But like for the super long shots and the micro adjustments feel way better than with your thumb. Yeah, exactly. So anything that's like a super hard flick or like a micro adjustment is way better when you're using your whole hand. You got your arm, your elbow, your shoulder. Like it sounds like I was like, wow, dude, you're talking about all that and playing video games. But like all that matters on like a micro adjustment when you're like playing at like the highest level for sure. That's the reason why like mouse and keyboard's banned in pro COD leagues. Pro COD league, you can't fucking use mouse and keyboard. There's a reason. It's because the guys that are really good at mouse and keyboard would just start to like gap the guys in fucking controller, like point blank period they would. But all the best COD players are on controller. or they're so used to being controller that basically they would have to, like, most of those
Well,
guys,
because
if they
also
forced them
like
to switch to
COD
mouse and
started
keyboard.
where they grew up on
Yeah,
controller.
but that's what I'm
Most kids
saying.
didn't play on PC,
But that's what I'm
so
saying. If they
it's the
took
same
that
thing,
away
like,
from
with
them,
me, it's that life that I don't want to switch to mouse and keyboard because I've already adapted so well to controller.
but I guarantee you, if they switched to mouse and keyboard, like half the pros in COD right now would not be able to play anymore. Maybe there's probably half is probably being generous, but probably maybe half or less would be good enough to already on mouse and keyboard, or would learn it good enough to continue playing pro level. But most of them would not be able to play that, because if you compare cracked control players and keyboard warriors, shit's
And
yeah,
FS
the best
yes.
in FPSs, the best players in the world generally are keyboard players. Like, no matter where you look, the most cracked fucking people are always going to be on mouse and keyboard. Has limits
That's
that
'cause
KVM does not.
No one's
Controller
going to argue
definitely
that.
has
Exactly.
limits, because
But
I
that's the
have
thing, is no one's
precision.
going to argue that though, because it's clearly an advantage. Like, it's not the fact that it's a skill difference. It's literally just there is a legitimate
No, there's a skill difference
advantage
too. There's a
to
skill
being on
difference too.
KVM.
I think
But I'm saying I don't no, but I disagree with that because you can learn the skill difference when you get used to the equipment. So I don't necessarily believe that in that sense. Because if there was a skill difference, then how would you be so good on keyboard and mouse now at this point if you were so good on controller? If you learn how to use both.
Oh,
then
you're
just
saying
good at it,
oh
then yeah.
I thought you were saying something
But
else.
there
Yeah,
is
yeah,
a
yeah.
legitimate hardware difference in using KVM versus
It's a muscle memory thing too. I feel like anybody could be good at it if you have the natural like hand-eye coordination of what like the good gamers have. There's like drastic when he switched at some point, he's good. I switched at some point, I'm good. If you really wanted to, you could switch and be good. Like, there's the natural ability to have like good hand-eye coordination in the
especially
game.
when you play as much
So I
as we
agree
do
with you,
anyways.
but the
That's the whole
problem
thing.
isn't. I'm saying the person's ability to be good at games and having hand-eye coordination and decision making and game knowledge. I'm saying the fact that the actual hardware difference is so huge between mouse and keyboard and
No, I know.
controller.
That's what I'm
That's
saying,
what's
though.
important to think about.
I was just saying, like, nobody can truly argue whether or not there's an advantage because
There
even though
is, yeah.
someone might be better than somebody playing, like I'm better than some people who play KBM and carry role, which is considered the advantage role in Smite.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that I don't have a lesser of advantage. It just means that I'm better at them. But there definitely is certainly an advantage playing on mouse and keyboard. Everyone knows that. It's
Drastic,
not-
you're right. The Shroud's been playing mouse and keyboard games, FPS games, since he was like a literal child, and he's a super fucking. He's the most, and he would not be that good at controller. I can almost guarantee you. Shroud's like kind of an exception to the rule, though, in my opinion. I wish I would have been playing FPS games on mouse and keyboard since I was a kid, because it only took me like a few months to get good at it. Now that it's been a couple years, I feel like I'm really good at it. But I feel like if I would have been doing this shit for fucking 20 years like him, bro, anybody that plays on mouse and keyboard for 20 years is going to be fucking insane at
That's
video
also
games.
true, though. Yeah, it's definitely people who grew up on it like that. It's definitely completely different field. It's just like the way that you get better on, you even get better on controller when the more you play controller.
Like,
You just there's still hardware limitations.
Y'all gonna check
that
the new COD out?
obviously-
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I check out all the CODs when they come out. Yeah,
I'm not gonna pay for nothing
I
COD
will.
related unless it blows up. But it's not worth it to me.
bro. You know what's crazy too is that the best
last 3
Tarkov player.
CODs I bought, I literally played for maybe an hour.
Damn. The best Tarkov players are not the ones that came from controller games. They're the ones that came from like CS:GO and shit. Seriously, if you look at all the really really cracked players, like the most insane players, all were like CS:GO players and mouse and keyboard players before they started playing Tarkov. See, I'm one of those people that had to switch from controller to mouse and keyboard, and I'm good,
That's the
but
only
I'm
reason
definitely
I did it.
wouldn't consider myself one of the best.
If the campaign is really good, I'll buy it. I will buy it for that. But I'm not like normally. I used to buy Call of Duties for the multiplayer, and I guess that's kind of the thing for me. Is
I need
that
to
I've
wrap it up.
used a lot of that.
I hate to cut you off.
No, I'm cool with that. We are the 2-hour mark anyway, so we had a good podcast.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for stopping in. Thank you Drastic for stopping in, chatting with us.
Yes, sir.
I gotta cut this off. I got some stuff to take care of. If you're watching this afterwards or whatever, appreciate it. Listening to it, appreciate everybody checking in. Remember, we are on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, all the audio sites. Mostly, this will be up probably tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll see y'all later. I'm Glock.
I'm Duck. And y'all have a good weekend.
Peace.